Make way! Make way! I'm General Tang's second daughter. I carry a sword token. Clear the way! A rectangular bronze token is tossed forward. The soldier catches it. It is General Tang's commanding token. He yells, Make way! Make way! Clear the area! Get the token to the manor! Hiya! Tang Zhao cracks her whip and rides off.
Holy moly! Who was that formidable woman? So powerful.
Are you deaf? Didn't you hear her? She is General Tang's second daughter.
Second daughter. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! General Tang only had one daughter, who died 12 days ago, right? It hasn't even been a week. Where did this second daughter pop up from?
A ghost! A ghost! He looked like he'd seen a demon. The servant was slumped on the ground, terrified. Tang Zhao ignored him and went inside. The noise drew Tang Wu's attention from his study. His wife, Song Rongji, followed him to the hall. The little girl is home. Tang Zhao barely knew her parents. They only communicated through letters. They rarely saw each other. He was uncomfortable with the sudden closeness. It is good, she is back. Good, she is back. He stared at his father, his voice firm. I want to exhume the body.
What did you say? This is outrageous.
I want to exhume the body. Hearing this, Tang Wu's face tightened. Whether at home or in the barracks, no one has ever dared defy him like that. Seeing Tang Wu's face, Song Rongji, I knew her husband was going to be furious. General, Zhao's just back. She doesn't understand a lot. Talk to her nicely. Don't scare her.
You've come home after a long trip. Get some rest. Don't mention opening the gate again.
Old man Tang, I am not asking for your approval. I am opening that gate today, no matter what. Either send someone to guide me, or I'll go ask someone myself. Why city so big? Someone must know where General Tang's eldest daughter is buried.
Someone, tie up the second miss and take her to her room. Without my orders.
Don't let her out! General, please don't hurt Zhao. She's just a child. Wow, first day back. Tang Zhao never imagined it'd be like this. Looking at the maids and servants wailing in the courtyard. Even the guards were wailing. They're so useless, enough to stretch his legs. Old man Tang, why don't you have a go yourself? Don't say I am taking advantage of your age. You can pick your weapon of choice. But let's be clear. If you lose again, you can't stop me from exhuming the body. Tang Wu was fuming at Zhao calling him Old Tang. Repeatedly. That little brat. Today, as her father, he is putting his foot down. Otherwise, this whole general's manor will be run by that brat. Old man, you sure you don't want a weapon?
Little brat, don't you dare cry on me later.
Old man, can you handle it? I am not going to go easy on you. As the saying goes, there are no fathers and sons on the battlefield.
Go get my spear.
Tang Zhao watched her father take the spear and twirl it. Nice moves, but how are you against an enemy? Let your daughter be your first opponent. Truth is, Tang Zhao was holding a grudge. Even though the old Taoist treated her well, anyone would be bitter. After being dumped in the mountains to dig up weeds, anyone would be bitter after 16 years. She couldn't fathom what her parents were thinking. Old man Tang, you lost. A bet's a bet. Or I'll tear down your general's mansion. Tang Wu pinched the bridge of his nose in frustration, and finally sighed. Fine, whatever. Tang Zhao watched his angry back stomp away, and felt a surge of satisfaction. Old geezer. Since you last dumped me in those mountains, it has been 16 years. Zhao, let me help you get cleaned up first. You must be tired from your journey. No rush. I'll investigate my sister's death first.
I know I can't stop you, but before you dig into this, there are some things you need to know first. If you still want to investigate after that,
I won't stop you anymore. Tang Zhao knew there was something wrong with his life on the mountain, especially the 16 years. And his sister's death was also suspicious. Since his mother was going to tell him, he was eager to hear it. Zhao, don't blame your father.
He had no choice but to send you away back then. Her voice was choked, as if recalling some heartbreak.
Ah, twin lotus flowers.
Yin and yang, never to meet. What does he mean? The general's life, too much killing. Save one, the other will die.
Please, Taoist priest, save my daughter. Fate, even I can't change it.
But entrusting this baby to the Taoist priest will keep her safe. But if your other daughter reaches 17 unscathed, she'll be safe forever.
He entrusted his youngest daughter to the Taoist priest.
Naming her Zhao. For 16 years, You must not see her.
Only then can you survive this ordeal. Hearing this, Zhao Zhao's heart skipped a beat.
He is his master. No one knew his power better. Even with his power, he couldn't save her and her sister. Her sister's death was fate. Sigh. Your sister was perfectly healthy.
And you grew up safe and sound on the mountain. Your father and I thought that, come what may, in just another year, we'd all be together again. A month ago, His Majesty suddenly arranged a marriage. He betrothed your sister to the crown prince. So her death has something to do with this marriage.
This is just your father's suspicion.
Someone doesn't want the crown prince to have the Tang family's backing. Perhaps your sister would have agreed. General, second, Miss has already left. Should we send someone after her?
You'd follow her? What good would that do? She'd take you down with one punch, General. The second miss is incredibly skilled. Definitely your daughter. She's my blood. Do I need your praise, you little rascal? Yes, General. But what about the second miss? Shouldn't someone keep an eye on her? The grief of losing my daughter has made me ill. I am in no state to deal with my younger daughter's antics. Whatever happens, it can wait until I am better. Spread the word. Your general was kicked by his own daughter. The court was momentarily stunned.
But soon realized the general's plan. This is to let everyone know. Second, Miss of the general's mansion is formidable. In Huaicheng and the capital, there isn't another jackass who'd dare kick their own father. General. Guess what?
Zhao Zhao just called me mother. Do you think she knows we had no other choice? And accepts us now?
That brat only accepts you as her mother. And she still called him Old Man Tang today. Momo's gone. Do you think he'll try to marry Zhao Zhao off now?
Don't worry. Our daughter just got back.
If the emperor offers her hand in marriage, we'll just say we can't bear to. Let her go, and that will suffice. You don't need to worry so much. Besides, didn't Zhao Zhao say, one daughter, living, one daughter, dead? Meanwhile, Tang Zhao Zhao
stared at the tent that had been set up. She stopped anyone from approaching. She went inside by herself. Here lay the sister she'd never met. Now, only the divide between life and death remains. Just as the old Taoist said, yin and yang can never meet. Forgive me, sister. Your little sister has no choice. Only then will I learn how you really died. The sealed burial ground of Shaguan. Oh, sister, if I had died 16 years ago, maybe you wouldn't have suffered so much. Murderer! I swear I'll bring you his head. As for the debt, I owe you. I can never repay you, little sister that I am. If there is a next life, let me die in your place. Where did you find that?
I found it in my sister's coffin, along with a night luminescent pearl.
The killer wanted it to hide the truth about my sister. Ta! Old man, has being a general made you lose your mind? Who's responsible for this negligence? He'll pay with his life. What is your plan? Amp, I am a wild girl from the mountains. I've struck my own father. I've seen my sister's coffin. I am not afraid to stir things up. With my skills, I can get anywhere in the imperial palace. Then do as you see fit. Zhao Zhao didn't expect the old man to agree so quickly. But she got what she wanted. She turned and left. Easy to deflect open blows. Hard to avoid hidden attacks.
Your safety comes first. Understood, father.
Tang Wu couldn't help but smile. When Tang Sheng came in, he looked at the general, confused. What are you looking at?
How are things going? Tang Shan couldn't help but feel.
That's since the second miss returned. The general's residence is showing signs of life again. The investigation's almost done.
For the past month, we've nearly completed the list of people in Huai City, connected to the capital, claiming spies infiltrated Huai City. I've detained them all. Hand over the personnel list to the second miss.
The general won't interrogate them himself.
Tang Wu shook his head. If he did,
it would be openly defying him. If a less refined daughter did it, even if they knew they couldn't do anything, he is even harassing nuns.
Isn't that young master shameless? Sai, tell me about it.
he deserves it. I can't wait for you to die. I am done getting kicked. Let me go. Get him arrested. Now, look at him. I'm gonna rip him to shreds today. So, you like feisty girls who can fight? Get her. As the lackeys moved in.
Zhao Zhao thought, what an arrogant jerk. She was quickly surrounded by servants. Hey brat, you know who I am.
Let me tell you, my dad is Xu Huairen, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Rights. You must be out of your mind to hit me. Got it? You said your dad is Xu Huairen. You've heard of my father? Scared yet? Too late, unless. Ham. So, you are Shu Huairen's son. Too bad for you.
Xu Jie didn't even realize what Tang Zhaozhao meant when screams erupted. He barely saw Tang Zhaozhao move. His men were torn apart, sent flying, and left groaning on the ground. Please, I beg you, I was wrong.
Please spare me. My father's Shu Huairen. You hit me. You'll pay for this. Hamish, too late for words.
Let's compare fathers. Remember this. My grandpa is Tang Wu. With those words, Tang Zhaozhao unleashed a flurry of fists on Xu Jie. His screams echoing. Hey, is that Taoist non-General Tang's second daughter?
Great. Give it to him. Stop it. Hearing the news, Shu Huairen rushed to the street with his men.
The street was already packed with onlookers. He finally squeezed his way in. He saw his son pinned under a young Taoist nun's foot. Dad, help me.
How dare you! Hey, that is enough. Not the face. You are Shu Huairen.
The one who brought the night pearl from the capital. You insolent peasant.
Do you think the law doesn't apply to you? Do you have any idea who you are hitting? Guards, seize him! Look at this old fool throwing his weight around!
You are the one who doesn't understand the law. What do you think you are doing?
I am an imperial official. Do you have a death wish? Life.
So, you know, murdering an official or their family is a capital offense. What are you implying?
Today, in the court's name, I will eliminate you for murdering General Tang's daughter.
Shu cried out. Nonsense. He felt a storm of fists pounding him. His servants tried to intervene, but were quickly beaten back, screaming, reporting him to the court is too light a punishment. Don't let my dad's size fool you.
He is actually quite frail. He can't withstand this kind of beating. Master, hand in there.
His father is a court official, so she is General Tang's daughter. She wouldn't dare beat him to death in public. Second, Miss Tang is as fierce as they say.
Well, I'll be.
Beating a capital official right here in the street. Now I've seen everything.
She deserves it. Didn't you all hear her? That corrupt official, Shu killed the eldest, Miss Tang.
Exactly. Second, Miss Tang is avenging her sister.
Avenge her!
Avenge her.
You insolent peasants! Do you know who my uncle is? Do you have a death wish? Xu Luan watched her uncle with concern. Then she looked up at Tang Zhaozhao. Suddenly, her pupils dilated. Tang Mumu. Isn't she supposed to be dead? Tang Zhaozhao noticed the terror in her eyes. That woman's hiding something. Looks like I've found who is behind this. Lord Shu, have you decided how you'll atone for what you did to my sister?
Insolent peasant! Stop spouting lies! I won't let you get away with this. Still calling me that.
You still don't know who I am. Father, she is General Tang's daughter, the younger Miss Tang.
She also said you hurt her older sister. Tell me, did it really happen? You brat, what nonsense are you talking about? Sir, there is no smoke without fire, right? Spit it out, huh? Tell me who is behind you. Even my son can't save you now. We might both end up dead here today. Xu Huairen is so angry with his son. He could spit.
What did I do to deserve such a useless son? Lord Xu, even though I grew up in the mountains, I know you need proof to accuse someone. As everyone knows, I opened my sister's coffin yesterday. I spent 16 years in the mountains. I never learned music, art, or anything like that. But I learned a lot about herbs and medicine. I might still be able to figure out what this is. Sister died of some disease. But a few days. What kind of disease kills that fast? As a medical student, curiosity led me to open the coffin against my father's wishes. Lord Shu, do you have any idea what I found in my sister's body? What?
What is this? Lord Shu, I presume you recognize this.
This is a forbidden item from the palace.
Second, Miss Tang, even if this came from your sister's body, that doesn't prove I am the murderer. Does it? Do you know why my father didn't realize what killed my sister?
It is all thanks to the night luminescent pearl you sent, which preserved my sister's corpse, hiding the cheater's tricks.
I knew it! How could Miss Tang die so suddenly?
So that corrupt official did it.
Second, Miss Tang, kill him. Avenge your sister.
No! Hey! No! You can't just say that!
My father's gone mad.
How can you blame my father?
So, what Master Shu is saying?
The one who sent the night luminescent pearl killed my sister.
Second, Miss Tang, something's definitely wrong here.
But I swear, I didn't kill your sister. Please, let me go back. I'll report this to the Emperor. I'll investigate and bring your family justice. I want to believe you, Lord Shu.
And let Lord Shu leave Huaicheng. But how do I know you are not just trying to run? If you don't trust me,
I'll leave my only son here as collateral. He stays too.
Shu Huairen nodded, as expected. Her father's just a low-ranking official in the capital. If he dies here, the entire Shu family will be ruined. In that case, Lord Shu, hurry back for a hot bath, and return to the capital, ASAP. Tang Zhaozhao took Xu Zhiye and Xu Luowan straight back to the general's mansion. She ordered the servants to lock them up, then went to the back garden. Hamfage, mother's here. Are you hungry? Mother made you some soup. It'll be right out.
Sure enough. A moment later,
A maid brought a bowl of soup. I made this lamb soup myself.
it'll warm you right up. Try it. What do you think? Tang Zhaozhao looked up and saw how pale Song Rongzhi was.
Mother, just give me your hand. Unsure why, Song Rongzhi did as she was asked and offered her hand. I didn't know my Jiaozhao was a doctor, but
It is just an old ailment. Rest is all I can do. Tang Zhaozhao didn't answer. She focused on taking her pulse.
mother's right. Your weakness stems from complications after childbirth, and you have a cold womb, which makes it hard to get pregnant. What medicine have you been taking? Mother, stop taking it now. I'll write you a new prescription. It should only take about 6 months, a year at the most, and you'll be as good as new. Oh, and mother, drink less of those tonics. Even the best tonics aren't always good for you. Your body can't handle strong tonics right now, even if you like them. I'll write your prescription for medicinal cuisine later. Having heard about this in the study, Tang Wu went directly to Song Rongzhi's courtyard with Fu Yi. It is not about distrusting Tang Zhaozhao. It is my wife's health I am worried about. I should have someone check that prescription. Fu Yi's reaction shocked even the general. Marvelous! Absolutely marvelous!
In 30 years of medicine, I've never seen such a meticulously crafted prescription. If Madam follows this prescription, she should make a full recovery within a year or 2. Tang Zhaozhao, how dare you?
When I get back to the capital, I'll have my father report yours to the emperor for his daughter's violent actions, and for holding a government official's daughter captive. Even with General Peerless as your father, you won't escape punishment. Miss Shu, right? You don't seem to understand. Your uncle told you to stay, fully expecting you to die. That is a lie. No, that is impossible. What do you think? Shu Gongzi. Shu Jiaye's silence terrified Shu Luowan. She screamed, Tang, you are his only son. He wouldn't just leave you to fend for yourself, right? Maybe Xu only has one son. He'll find a way to save him. But you, that is another story. Tell me everything you know. Or else, I don't know what you are talking about. Humph! If he won't talk, do you think you'll ever leave this shed? I don't understand what you are saying. Is that so? Maybe you know what this is. Maybe you don't. Either way, it is not important. Let me tell you, these are called cattle hair needles. They kill silently. They block the blood flow in your veins until you die. Oh, and I am a doctor. I know exactly how to use them to inflict excruciating pain. Care to try? Miss Shu Lewen, what is it, you know?
Tell me! So you want to die here? Zhao saw the struggle in her eyes.
Guess my methods weren't harsh enough. The needles flew from her hand, piercing Shu Lewen's pale neck. It hurts. Please, I beg you, don't stop torturing me. Speak. I'll tell you. You have to promise me something first. Looks like you haven't had enough pain yet. If you don't agree, she'll know when I get back to the capital. And I am as good as dead. She! Indeed. She is at least your equal. And she has connections to the imperial family. Looks like Miss Shu is a tough one. Let's see about that. How many needles can you take? Don't worry. I have ways. I am not letting you off that easy. I came to Huaicheng with my uncle. Shi Tingjiao sent me. Who is he? What did he want you to do? He wanted me to confirm if Miss Tang was really dead. He knew my uncle was an official in Song Yanmingzhu. That is why he contacted me. The rest is nothing to do with me. I swear, I didn't do anything. Did he send you himself? He didn't tell me himself. But his personal maid came to me. Shi Tingyao's father is the prime minister. Minor officials' daughters always try to get on her good side. And her aunt is consort Jing, the third prince's mother. So you were hoping to use this to get in her good graces? That is all I know. Her maid just said her mistress was curious what Madame Tang looked like. Shi Tingjiao admired your sister's talent greatly. That is why he sent me to verify her death. She had a prime minister for a father, and consort, Jing for an aunt, outside the imperial family. In the capital, she was the most esteemed noblewoman. Consort Jing, the third prince, the prime minister, Shi Tingjiao. That group certainly had a reason to kill her sister. Pondering as she walked, Tang Zhaozhao unconsciously arrived outside Song Rongji's courtyard. Her ears twitched. With a leap, she was on the roof. Granny Gayu, come on! You don't believe I was just passing by?
Do you? Ask my fist what it thinks.
If it believes you, I believe you. Okay. Granny Gayu, I give up.
Alright, who sent you?
What are you up to? I am here to find a doctor for my master. I've only been in White City for 2 days. How do you even know I am a doctor? Aren't you afraid I'll kill your master? Tui. The master will live a long life. Don't talk nonsense.
Tang Zhao pursed her lips.
So the guy's got his own household. But getting him to treat someone won't be easy. Besides, who knows if he is telling the truth? Hamfei didn't second Miss Tang claim on the street.
She could cure anything. Forgotten already. Oh, right. Maybe I could treat your master.
But my fee is pretty steep.
If second Miss Tang can cure the master, I am talking about my fee.
It is as good as my lord owing you a huge favor. My fee is 1,000 taels of gold. Non-refundable regardless.
You are robbing me. Heh, that is exactly what I am doing. Let's go. Take me to your lord. Axie started to protest, then stopped himself. If you don't take me to your patient, I'll have every reason to suspect you are a foreign spy in the general's mansion. Lead the way.
I've brought second Miss Tang to examine my lord. Anan thinks a Z is really out of line this time.
The prince left the capital, this time completely unannounced. If Fei Shifei finds out, the prince will be in serious trouble. Miss Tang, my master doesn't know you are here.
I'll let him know right away. Please wait here. This god is far more polished than Axie.
Their master must be someone extraordinary. Anan returned quickly.
Miss Tang, my master said.
He has a long-term illness.
Then we won't need your services. Good for you, making 1,000 taels for one visit.
That is easy money. Miss Tang. One moment. Before leaving, he glared at Axie. That is gold. Thank you. Anan stopped short. He thought he'd misheard. 1,000 taels of gold. Hurry, I have other things to do. Send Miss Tang in. Heard the fee was too high to pass up the treatment. Patient, do you know a doctor needs to examine you? How am I supposed to examine you with that on? Isn't taking a pulse usually enough for a diagnosis?
That is for ordinary doctors. I need to see your face first.
Then, Miss Tang, you may leave. So, are you going to show me your face?
My fee is non-negotiable, though.
Anan, get the fee from Miss Tang.
Anan.
Acknowledged and left. Tang Zhaozhao raised an eyebrow. Easy money. Too bad I didn't get a look at her face. See how easily they paid. He kindly reminded him that your legs are paralyzed. Was likely caused by poison. The poison has already reached your neck. If you don't get treated soon, you won't live another year. Miss Tang, please wait. Your master clearly has a death wish. What is your hurry? Even though Anan didn't like what she said, yet he bowed respectfully.
Please, Miss Tang, examine my lord. Ignoring Anan, Tang Zhao turned and crossed her arms.
Raised an eyebrow at the man in the wheelchair. Her meaning was clear. If you want treatment, remove the mask. The mask was slowly lifted. His features were exquisite. Almost too beautiful for a man. She couldn't find another way to describe him.
Miss Tang, you are practically drooling. Life is about desire. Food and lust are human nature.
You are beautiful. I could look at you all day. What did Miss Tang see when she looked at me?
You are beautiful.
Anan thinks Miss Tang is as reckless as the rumors say. The toxins in your body are already affecting your eyes. In 3 months, the frost in your eyes will blind you. Anan was shocked. The prince's eyes turned cold. Abai didn't know why. Fortunately, the prince said he felt fine. Now Miss Tang is saying the prince is going blind. I have a rule. If you are taking my medicine, you can't take anyone else's. Or I am not responsible for the consequences.
So, Miss Tang, you are asking?
If she can cure my lord. If I couldn't, why bother writing the prescription? Don't worry. 10.
If you can cure my lord, I won't let him take anything else. Tang Zhao Zhao didn't answer.
It won't matter if he drinks it. Their master is the one who paid the price. Miss Tang is so young to have such skill.
I wonder who taught her.
An old Taoist from a rundown temple. Here is the prescription for the first course. It should take about a month. Then, we'll move on to the next. We appreciate your help, Miss Tang.
After Tang Zhao Zhao left,
A man came out of Lord Ying's room. My lord, how are you feeling? He said, 1,000 taels of gold.
Will be deducted from your salary until it is paid off.
How many silver notes did you give that spoiled brat?
9,000.
Axie wanted to die when she heard that. Wait, isn't the exchange rate for gold to silver 1 to 10?
shouldn't that be 10,000? That is all the silver notes we brought.
If we give it all to the second miss, are you planning to let master starve? Axie thinks that young lady holds a grudge.
If she finds out Anan gave her less money, she'll make him pay for it later. Imperial Palace, the Emperor's study. Father.
Speak freely. Thank you, Father. So, what brings you here today? Father, I heard General Tang found his lost daughter.
Hearing that, Emperor Kangjian knew what his son was planning.
You damn fool!
Father, I know this is wrong. General Tang just lost a daughter. Doing this now is wrong.
But Tang Mumu is dead.
Everyone's laughing at me! I am humiliated!
Father, please help me.
Now that the marriage to the Tangs is off, they look down on me even more now. Just then, the Emperor's eunuch announced,
Your Majesty, Minister Xu Huai Ren is here to see you. Tell him that I understand.
Let him go home and rest. Your Majesty, Lord Shu says he has urgent news.
Oh, Your Majesty, I beg you, save my son.
He is my only son. If he is gone, my line will end here. What is the point of Leia?
What happened?
Tell me all about it. Take your time. Xu Huai Ren recounted Huai City's events filled with grief.
Please. Your Majesty, I beg you for justice.
Now my son is being held, and my niece is also being held by General Tang's youngest daughter. And Tang Wu, his daughter, is causing such a scene.
Hasn't he stopped her?
I went to see General Tang afterwards, but the gatekeeper told me, since General Tang's eldest daughter suddenly died, he is overwhelmed with grief and has become sick. He is in no state to worry about what his youngest daughter is doing. He is angry. That is why he doesn't want to get involved.
General Tang thought his eldest daughter had died of sickness. But now his youngest daughter discovered someone used foul play to kill him. If it were him, he'd react the same way. General Siu, rest assured, your son will be fine. But the eldest Miss Tang died from forbidden substances from the palace. Someone used me to send a night-luminescent pearl to cover up the truth. Someone needs to answer to Tang Wu for this. Indeed, Your Majesty.
Since Tang Wu is ill, Huai City is stable now.
He can return to the capital with his family to recover. Back in the capital, he can investigate the attack himself. Watching Xu Huai Ren leave.
The Crown Prince Mo Rongbo spoke up. Father, are you making her a princess to appease General Tang?
Crown Prince, about this marriage.
I won't issue another decree. But if the princess takes a liking to you, that is a different story. Understood. A few days later, at the general's manor.
Oh, what is it? Hey, poison. Want a taste? Why don't I make you eat this? Old man Tang should try some himself. Ugly girl, no manners.
I am your father. You are always calling me Old Man Tang. You are asking for it. You can't beat me. Who are you trying to scare?
Your father gave you this.
Remember to always wear it when you are back in the capital.
What is it? What is it for? It'll give you the freedom to run wild in the capital.
Father's the best.
Now, you call me father.
The new emperor gave this to the Tang family.
It is like a get-out-of-jail-free card. And it grants you an audience with the emperor, as long as you have this J tablet. You don't have to kneel if you don't want to. Tang Zhaozhao couldn't hide her excitement. So you are saying,
this jade pendant means he can get away with anything in the capital. Drink this, father. You seem genuinely ill, but it won't hurt you. In a few more days, Xu Huai Ren should be on his way back.
What about his son and niece? I don't know. Probably still locked in the woodshed.
Hey, you need to be careful.
When you get back to the capital, Understand. That night, just as Tang Zhaozhao fell asleep.
A sound came from the window. Axie, if you ever climb through my window again, I promise you'll be joining your master in a wheelchair. Lately, Tang Zhaozhao has been dealing with Ling Wang's illness, and has gotten to know Axie and his men well. She's learned quite a bit about who they are. Miss, my lord has taken a turn for the worse. You need to come quick.
Hey, what are you doing? You still want your master to live?
Get her out of here. Have you two lost your minds? Axie tried to explain, but Tang cut her off, clearly annoyed, so her legs shut. Abe was furious, but they wouldn't let him resist, and Nan knocked him out with a swift chop. At midnight, the prince's door swung open. Tang Zhaozhao emerged, looking weary. Nan asked, nervously, "How is the prince?" "A few more doses of medicine from anyone else, and he is a dead man." Miss Tang, is there a misunderstanding?
We haven't given the prince any other medicine, have we? We only gave the prince raw broth today.
Are you brain dead? You don't think that is medicine.
Axie wanted to say they weren't being lazy. Nan put her back, bowing apologetically to Tang Zhaozhao. "It was our oversight." Tang Zhaozhao ignored them. She was going back to sleep. Suddenly, the door next door burst open. A figure came charging out. They attacked Tang Zhaozhao without a word. "Abe, stand down. He's been treating our master."
How old is he?
Are you telling me you fell for this girl's tricks? Abe, the prince is fine.
Let me go. I have to see the prince. Second, Miss Tang. Abe only just got back. He doesn't know you, so please excuse his behavior.
"Tell your master!"
To pack his bags. We're going back to the capital.
This lady's probably furious, isn't she? I'll have Abedi apologize to her.
Let's wait until the prince wakes and ask him. She suspects.
The second Miss Tang, Fei Dous, Fei want to treat the prince. The next morning, Prince Ling awoke to see Abe kneeling beside his bed. "What happened?" "It is my fault. I misunderstood second Miss Tang last night."
That is why I angered her. I'll kneel at the general's gate and beg for second Miss Tang's forgiveness. Please, so she'll come back and treat you.
Anan explained what happened after he'd passed out. He also recounted everything Tang Zhaozhao said before leaving. The Spirit King paused, lost in thought. "All right, we'll do as she says. Let's pack up."
And head back to the capital.
But your highness, what about your health? You'll be punished for your mistake. Once we're back in the capital, you'll stay by her side to make amends. So, your highness means the young lady is coming back to the capital too.
The Spirit King didn't answer, his gaze drifting away. Huairen finally returned to Huai City with the imperial decree. Anxious about his son, he went straight to the general's mansion. Seeing Tang Wu helped out, looking deathly ill, he paused, surprised. So he really is ill.
Miss Tang, the decree. Zhao Zhao stood there, confused.
Seeing she didn't kneel, Shu Huairen repeated himself. "Just read it, if you have the decree."
Miss Tang, you must kneel to receive the decree. Is that required?
"Aren't we exempt?" Xu Huairen's gaze settled on the jade pendant. His eye twitching. Damn, General Tang's afraid. His daughter will suffer the same fate. He gave her the late emperor's jade pendant for her protection. Tang Zhaozhao stood, listening to the imperial decree that named her Princess Zhaoan. The emperor's a clever one. Rather than placate her father, he is giving her a meaningless title of princess, hoping to smooth things over about the eldest daughter's death. "Princess Zhaoan, my son."
My lord, you can take your son now.
"But there is something I need to tell you. Lord Shu." "Yes, Miss Tang. Perhaps you are innocent in all this, but your niece isn't too bright. She can be vain. Fine. But if she is just being used, you won't even see it coming. You'll never know what hit you." With that, Tang Zhaozhao walked Song Renzhen away, never looking back. Xu Huairen stood there, utterly bewildered. "Magistrate Shu, my daughter's right."
You care about your son, and that is good. But remember to look after your other relatives too. Oh, and have someone take Magistrate Shu to fetch his son. Your father has a younger brother, Tang Wen. When you meet him,
Call him second uncle. Your second uncle has a son and a daughter. His son, Tang Yousu, is a year older than you. And his daughter, Tang Yungtao, is a year younger. There is also your second aunt and grandmother. Your second aunt can be a bit of a snob. You'll see for yourself. Grandmother isn't too fond of your mother, mostly because she never had a son. Family comes first in Kang. Zhao Zhao. Just remember. Don't give anyone a reason to criticize you. I understand, mother.
But, after all that, why haven't you said anything about my grandparents?
your grandfather is as stubborn as they come.
I never wanted her to come with me to Huaichang.
Now she has been gone 7 years. She is probably still upset. Zhao Zhao understood.
Her grandfather couldn't bear to see his daughter suffer. But father not only took another's daughter, he took her to the middle of nowhere. Mother, haven't you been back to the capital at all? Except for your grandfather's birthday 3 years ago.
Older sister came back to the capital. Never returned. Zhao Zhao's eyes clouded over.
General, the old madam and the others are at the city gate. Brother, you are finally back.
Cough, cough. Second brother, why bring mother all this way to the city gate to greet us? You could have waited at home. You've been gone 7 years, brother. Mother's missed you so much. She insisted on seeing you herself. Well? I haven't been feeling well lately. Let's talk more once we're back home. Brother, why are you so ill? Have you seen a doctor yet?
How did you care for the general?
What was Huaicheng like? I told you again and again to look after my eldest son. Is this how you repaid my trust?
Yes, madam,
the doctor said. The general's weakened because he grieved too much over Momo's death. He needs rest to recover.
Hemfa!
You couldn't care for him and won't even admit your failure.
Dragging up the dead again. You dare to argue? Grandmother, that is not fair. The doctor already said.
Her illness was brought on by grieving Momo's death. Or are you a better doctor than he is, grandmother? You can tell with one look that mother's to blame. Ah, you must be Zhao Zhao. I know Momo's passed away. Your family must be devastated. We're taught not to interrupt our elders. It is just not proper. Zhao Zhao smirked. Looks like her uncle's family. And the old madam aren't exactly welcoming. The old folks are filling her head with nonsense. And the younger ones are trying to trip her up clever. So this is the wild child from the mountains. Ah, Yang Tao was right.
She has absolutely no manners. And what on earth is she wearing? Just because the emperor made you a princess doesn't mean you are above everyone else. Back in the capital representing the gods, are you? Well, you'd better learn some manners. Don't you dare shame the Tang family. Zhao Zhao smiled. She yanked Yun Tao's arm.
Before Yang Tao could react, she stumbled. A loud slap rang out. Yun Tao, in disbelief, fell to the ground, clutching her face. Zhao Zhao struck her, in front of grandmother and everyone. You little brat! You infuriate me! If I don't discipline you now...
You'll be completely beyond control! Grandmother! What are you implying? I am just a simple girl from the mountains.
You can't expect me to know all the proper etiquette. But this sister clearly knows, better than to interrupt her elders. She shouldn't interrupt me. Yet, she jumps in to accuse me of being ill-mannered. I was just teaching her a lesson for you, grandmother. Why are you upset, grandmother? So, this is how you raise your daughters. She disrespects her elders and beats her own cousins.
She'll pay for this, or you'll be kneeling in the ancestral hall yourself. Grandmother, really? As everyone knows.
Zhao Zhao only just returned last month. I am ashamed of her upbringing. I admit, so you are going to punish me for this. I'll bear it, then. The old madam's eyes twitched.
She turned to her eldest son, Tang Wu. Clearly, she wanted him to come to her defense. But Tang Wu erupted in another coughing fit. Mother, I am not feeling well. I need to go back and rest. Tang Wen quickly intervened. Mother, my brother just got back.
And he is sick again.
Let's go back to the residence.
He needs to rest. Tang Zhao Zhao arrived at the Tang residence gate and looked at the sign above.
And asked, puzzled, don't we have a general's residence here in the capital? This Tang mansion is the general's residence. But your father and I have lived in Huaicheng for years.
So your uncle's family is staying at the general's mansion. For now. So, you are just a freeloader.
How dare you try to lecture me? Next time I hear you spouting nonsense, I'll slap the face off her. What is going on? Why are you so upset?
Grandma, Zhao Zhao said, living here, our family feels like we're just guests.
Tomorrow, I'll make father take us away from here. You are just a spoiled brat. I think we should have left you where you were.
Ha! Grandmother, am I wrong? Didn't the emperor give this place to my father, not uncle?
Mother, the plaque doesn't say general's residence. It just says town residence. People who don't know would think the emperor gave this place to uncle. If the emperor were to find out, wouldn't he think the Tang scorned his gift? Tang Wu called out from behind. Yes, Zhao Zhao's right. We should change the plaque. If the emperor were to learn of it,
we'd never be able to explain it. Tang Wen, just off his carriage, overheard and turned pale, changing it to General's residence.
Wouldn't that prove he's riding his brother's coattails? Brother, there is no need to rush changing the plaque. Let me help you back to your room.
Father, let's not bother second uncle with this. Isn't my mother capable enough?
If you have the time, why not find someone to replace the plaque? Father, isn't it said aristocratic families rise together? And they certainly fall together. Why does grandmother favor second uncle so much? Isn't she afraid of upsetting you? It is because we don't have a son. So there'll be no heir to our family fortune.
Everyone expects it to end up with the second family. What does our happiness matter? Mother's too clever not to have a plan. We can't let them profit from this.
Your father and I planned this long ago. We intended to divide the estate in two.
One share for your sister, and one for you as your dowry. Now that your sister's gone, all that is left is to transfer it to you. Second, miss, this is the room the eldest miss used to live in. The second madam said you'd never met your sister,
and would surely feel regretful. That is why she arranged this. Just then, a maid peeked hesitantly into the courtyard. When Zhao Zhao looked over, the girl's eyes immediately welled up. Tears streamed down her face, but she was too afraid to approach. Zhao Zhao beckoned her over. Miss, one more tear and I'll toss you out. The poor girl's terrified. She knows you are not her mistress, but you look so much like her. What is your name? Jian Shuo. My mistress loved watching snow, so she named me after it. The mistress you are talking about is my sister. If you were her personal maid, why aren't you in Huaicheng? I used to be in Huaicheng, but 3 years ago, mistress returned to capital for grandpa's birthday and left me behind. What did you do wrong? That my sister took you with her? No, I honestly don't know. Do you know who my sister met in the capital? Or if anything unusual happened? Miss only met aristocrats in the capital. Everything seemed fine. Why do you ask me this? Second miss, do you know my sister didn't just die of an illness, but was murdered? Jian Shu nods. This caused quite a stir, and not just in Huai City. The capital's buzzing with rumors. Think hard about it. Maybe you can help me find out how my sister really died. Hearing she could help find the young lady's killer, Jian Shu immediately started thinking back. But what she said was all ordinary stuff. Since you were my sister's maid, stay here. If you remember anything later, tell me. The Tang Chao family returns today, and the Tang residence is holding a welcome feast. When Tang Chao arrived, she saw Tang Yongtao at the table. And there were also 3 young girls. Auntie, sister, Zhao Zhao. Greetings, auntie, sister, Zhao Zhao. Zhao Zhao raised an eyebrow. So, these are all my sisters. Looks like second uncle has quite the harem. We're all family. No need for such formalities. Someone should teach them some manners.
Despite what old Madame Tang said, everyone present bowed to her anyway.
I'm Fu, just a wild child from the sticks.
Never learned any manners at all. Grandmother, didn't you say we don't bow in the family?
And now, Fei Shi is Fei calling me impolite again. Second, Aunt's been looking after you all these years. It must be a thankless job, right? Not at all. Of course not. She'd have been better off saying nothing. Now it looks like she is protesting too much. Mother, dinner's almost ready. Let's eat. Or it'll get cold. Old Madame Tang snorted and went to her place at the head of the table. She barely touched her food. Old Madame Tang said, looking at Su Rong. Chi-chan's back in the capital. He is not leaving again anytime soon, is he? You are right. Mother, now that he's back, he'll be staying put for a good while. Life in the capital is different from Huai City. You can't just ignore proper manners here.
How can we possibly take a wild mountain girl to a banquet? Have Nanny Chin go and teach her some manners. Mother's health is too fragile to be without Nanny Chin. I'll teach Zhao Zhao myself.
Don't trouble yourself, Mother. You wretched daughter-in-law, 17 years, in the Tang family.
And not a single son to show for it. And you raise your daughter to be so disrespectful. Now, you constantly go against me. Your own mother-in-law. You, who do you think you are? Mother, calm down. My husband was everything to me. And now, I only have one daughter left. I don't ask her to be like her sister.
I only hope she lives freely, comfortably, not trapped by rigid rules. Are you saying that I am stifling you with all these rules?
That I am suffocating you. You are mistaken, Mother. That is not what I meant. That is what you meant, and I won't hear otherwise.
Dage isn't getting any younger.
If he doesn't have children soon, it'll only get harder. If you want to find the general a concubine, then go ahead and say so.
I won't stop you. The old Madame Tang glared at her. She was seething. If only she could talk to her son. Why waste her breath? Eldest sister-in-law, you are to blame. Don't take offense. But what kind of woman? If you can't give your husband a son, people will talk. Second, aunt is generous. Even with a son. She let uncle take in concubines. Zhao Zhao's words made Zhou turn pale. What woman wants her husband to take concubines? But here, in the capital, all officials live like this. She has no choice but to accept it. Emperor, you disrespectful brat.
Who gave you permission to speak? Grandmother, how can you say that? I am still a princess, you know.
My mother is a first-rank official's wife, so why can't I speak my mind? Mom, this food isn't good. It is Zhao Zhao's first time in the capital. It is understandable. She doesn't like the food. I'll take you back now, dear.
I'll make you something you like myself. Mother, Zhao Zhao isn't used to this food yet. I'll take her back for now. Greetings. Second Miss Tang. Isn't that Prince Ning's guard who tried to kill me before?
Is his master having another episode? I misjudged you before. I am here to make amends.
From now on, Miss, you can order me to do anything. Did your master send you? Yes.
What is your name? Please call me Abe from now on.
You can rename me if you like. Does your master also have someone named Adong?
How did you figure that out, miss?
East, south, west, north. You are just missing an east.
Go back. I don't need you here. Second, miss. Please, let me stay. I can be useful to you.
You know medicine, but not as well as I do, and martial arts. I am better at those too.
Give me one good reason to keep you. Ouch. That's dumb. Because Tang Zhao Zhao was telling the truth. The second miss is certainly skilled. But one person can only do so much. I can be your right hand.
You can leave anything you are not comfortable with to me. You are right. I want you to stay. I'll give you a chance.
Kidnap Shi Tingjiao from the Prime Minister's residence. Without hesitation, Abe accepted the order and vanished from the room. Tang Zhao Zhao stared at the door, lost in thought. Prince Ning gave her Abe. But was it Fei just Fei an apology? Or did he send him to steal her medical skills? So Prince Ning is a snake. He apologizes, but steals her techniques. After leaving, Abe went straight back to Prince Ning's mansion. About what Miss Tang asked, he reported it to the prince. Now that I've given you to her,
The things she has you do.
you don't need to report back to me.
Still dazed, Abe walked out of the study and saw Anan approaching.
Has the prince really given me away? Abe, the prince always keeps his word.
Since he has given you to second Miss Tang,
You should do your best for her. Maybe you'll get the chance to come back someday. Tang Zhao Zhao slept well and was just getting up when she saw someone kneeling behind the screen by her bed.
So, is it done? Yes, he is locked up in a secluded spot. Efficient. You can stay for now.
and him. Keep him locked up.
Yes, no man allowed in the ghost house. You know the drill. Don't worry, I'll be nearby. Just call if you need anything.
That is handy. Tang Zhao Zhao nodded. Dismissing Abe, once she'd washed up.
Tang Zhao Zhao prepared to go and have breakfast in Song Rongji's courtyard. Jian Xue quickly interjected. Second miss, madam's receiving guests in the main hall. They've already prepared breakfast for you in the kitchen. Oh, any idea who it is? I don't know. But I heard it is a distinguished guest. A distinguished guest. Tang Zhao Zhao didn't respond. And instead asked Jian Xue to bring breakfast. The general is seriously ill and unable to meet you. Worried about infecting you. Your Highness.
Please forgive him. General's wife, you are too kind. I should have come yesterday. Tang's illness, long journey. Visit changed to today.
My father has always been concerned about General Tang. Now that he is ill, he can't visit in person. So he sent me with some medicinal herbs and tonics. Ah, you flatter me, Your Highness. I thank His Majesty for his kindness on the General's behalf.
Once the general recovers, he'll thank you in person. Madam, please. If not for what happened to your daughter, you'd be my mother-in-law. Sadly, it wasn't meant to be.
Hearing this, Song Rongji forced a smile, but said nothing. I am speaking out of turn. But I heard the General's second daughter has returned home.
In that case,
So, That must be some comfort to you both. The Crown Prince is right. My youngest grew up in the mountains, so she is a little wild, even for the general.
Can't handle her. If she offends you, Your Highness, please forgive her. He wouldn't visit without reason. The Crown Prince has his eyes on Zhao Zhao, but Song Rongzhe isn't worried.
He's worried about the Crown Prince, so he's giving him a warning. General's wife, don't worry. I will take good care of second Miss Tang from now on. Why would I care about her?
Song Rongzhe had nothing more to say. Fine.
Then, I thank you, Your Highness. Thank you for your hospitality. I understand.
There's a rare green plum tree here. General's wife, would you have someone show it to me?
Green plum tree. Song Rongzhe, newly returned to the capital, wasn't aware of this.
Since Crown Prince Murongbo mentioned it, it must be my pretentious Uncle Tang Wen's doing. Such refined taste. Your Highness, I'll have a servant show you the way. Crown Prince Murongbo is led through the general's backyard.
He looked everywhere but couldn't find who he was looking for. Soon, he arrived.
You must be the general's second daughter. Since Tang Wu's family returned to the capital, Tang Wen's family is the second son's family.
So Crown Prince Murongbo is calling Tang Yuntao
second Miss Tang, which seems perfectly normal to everyone else. Your Highness. So, this is Tang Zhao Zhao. Pretty enough, but not exactly stunning. Not nearly as striking as Tang Momu was 3 years ago. But Crown Prince Murongbo isn't bothered. Beautiful women. He can have his pick. Besides, he is after the general's power, not her. Meanwhile, back here, a farce is playing out. And things aren't going so well for Tang Zhao Zhao either. Take it off. Do I have to? If you don't mind me missing the spot.
Or him staying in bed. It is all the same to me.
Grandma! Are you saying the prince can walk? Did I not mention that? Axie shook her head like crazy.
They thought Tang Zhao Zhao could only cure the prince.
They never imagined he'd walk again. So, are you stripping or not? Before Prince Lin could protest, Axie and Anan shouted in unison. Strip! Before Prince Lin could react, Axie was already at the bedside, yanking at his ropes. Idiots. It is underwear, not clothes. Both of you, out, and you, turn around. Empress, you'll see it all soon enough.
Why bother getting excited?
Why send a bae to me? What do you want?
You need people to investigate your sister's death. A bae is capable enough to help. It had better be.
I can save lives, but I won't hesitate to take them either.
I know!
It is likely my sister was killed by your nephews.
You are not worried about them at all. If that day ever comes, I will personally hand you the blade.
Indeed, whether it is noble or royal families.
The power struggles never end.
These needles need to stay in for another half hour. Most of the toxins are gone. It is only a matter of time before you can stand. Prescribe me medicine, Miss Tang, to make me as sick as I was. Pay her well for this prescription. Just tell Anan how much you want.
Back at the general's manor.
Tang Zhao Zhao heard the servants talking.
Turns out, the VIP who came this morning
was Crown Prince Murongbo, but that is not all. She heard the Crown Prince was at Tang Yongtao's residence. Before leaving, rumor has it they really hit it off, like they were soulmates. Is the Crown Prince interested in Yuntao? Mother, it is not even close to being settled. Besides, the Crown Prince used to be
engaged to our older sister.
If Auntie finds out, do you think she'll disapprove and interfere? She wouldn't dare. Besides, if the Crown Prince truly fancies you, even your uncle can't argue with that.
His daughter was unlucky, not destined to be Crown Princess. That is their problem. My Yuntao is blessed. Mother, you gave him that courtyard. Why didn't he complain? She hasn't forgotten that slap from Tang Zhao Zhao.
One day, she'll make Tang Zhao Zhao kneel and beg for forgiveness. Looks like this wild girl is pretty cunning. She is barely back and already made your grandmother ill. Now she is handling everything quietly, knowing
she'd be wrong to cause a scene.
So we're just going to let her get away with it. My daughter, Yuntao, be good. We have plenty of time to find her weakness. Oh, and the palace is holding a welcome banquet for your uncle next month.
That little savage hasn't learned a thing about etiquette. If she embarrasses herself at her father's banquet, she'll be the laughingstock of the capital. Fine. Let her enjoy it while it lasts. What is most important now is winning the Crown Prince's heart.
Once you are the Crown Princess, is Tang Chao Chao really getting the better of you? Mother. Old Madam Tang is ill and wants Song Rongqi to see her. Tang Chao Chao knows the old woman is just trying to punish her selfish mother. But there's nothing she can do about it for now. Now that you are back, what is the plan? I've captured Xi Tingyao.
The Prime Minister's residence will be looking for her soon.
Tang Wu didn't expect his daughter to move so fast. She just got back, and she's already caught the first suspect. You are going to question her? Yes, we'll question her, but there's no hurry. The Prime Minister's lost his eldest daughter. They won't want to broadcast that. They'll have to search for her discreetly. If word gets out, no one will want to marry her. Yeah, let them sweat it out for a few days. TSK, if they're behind it, I'll hang Xi Tingjiao's head at the Prime Minister's gate.
For the first time, Tang Wu noticed the ruthlessness.
His daughter possessed. But he probably would have done the same thing. Go ahead, don't worry about causing a stir. Don't worry, old Tang. What you can't do,
I'll do for you.
You got your problems, but I am free and clear. You little brat, we'll avenge your sister together. Your life matters too. Got it!
Just as Tang Zhao Zhao expected, the Prime Minister's daughter has gone missing.
They kept it quiet. Instead, they sent out a search party. After 3 days, Xi Tingyao was still missing. Just as they were about to be exposed, Abei told Tang Chao Chao that the Prime Minister's mansion claimed Xi Tingyao was sick. She was sent to the estate to recover. Let's go, take me to see Miss Xi. Abei obeyed, leading Tang Chao Chao to the countryside. They arrived at an estate. This place belongs to the prince. No one would risk searching here. The prince said Miss can do whatever she wants.
All his properties are at her disposal. The prince of the underworld seems like a good partner, at least here in the capital. Having him around will save me a lot of trouble.
Wow, you have a death wish. Who are you? Do you have any idea who? Are you out of your minds? I am Xi Tingyao, the Prime Minister's eldest daughter. My cousin is the third prince. My aunt is consort Jing in the imperial harem. Am I wrong? You know, how dare you? Then, you dare abduct me. Miss Xi may not realize, I dare to capture you and more. I dare to kill you. Tang Momo. So, Miss Xi knew my sister. Then, this is going to be easy. What? What do you want? You sent people to Huaichang to check on my sister. And Fei No Fei, you ask me what I want. Xi Tingjiao stunned. When did she send anyone to Huaichang? And what did she care about Tang Momo? This is what killed my sister. So, Miss Xi should get a taste of her own medicine. You can't do this. I am the Chancellor's daughter. This is an abuse of power. Don't worry, Miss Xi. The beauty of this little device is, it'll inflict agony beyond words without leaving a trace. You should know better. I swear, I didn't send anyone to Huaichang. Your sister's death has nothing to do with me. We'll know soon enough. The excruciating pain only brought Xi Tingyao screams. Bei watched coldly. He'd never seen a woman as ruthless as Tang Zhao, even though he knew she was trying to find out how her sister died. But without any real proof, wasn't she going too far? Miss Xi, tell the truth if you want this to stop. To her disappointment, even then, she still claimed she knew nothing. Get me the maid, Xi Hong, from Miss Xi's. See to it. Besides, Zhao Zhao must have her reasons. Aren't mother and the others being too eager?
Tang Zhao. Zhao followed her father into the palace and went into the imperial study. Inside, she saw a middle-aged man in official robes kneeling.
The man glared at Tang Wu as he entered. Looking sickly, Tang Wu started to kneel. Emperor Kang Jian, on the dais, quickly said, No, you are still unwell. No need for formalities. Someone, get him a seat. Insolent brat. She doesn't kneel before the emperor.
So General Tang finally has a proper daughter? Father, who is that?
He must be someone important. The Emperor hasn't said anything about her not kneeling.
But he is quick enough to scold her. Anyone would think Fei Hefei was the Emperor. Hey, don't talk nonsense. You can't just say that. Majesty, forgive her. Daughter raised in mountains.
Unfamiliar with courtly manners. Once I recover, I'll make sure she learns. You are too kind. You are not well. I shouldn't have had you summoned. However, there has been a major incident in Chancellor Xi's
household. A major incident occurred, and it concerns your daughter, so I had no choice but to summon you to the palace. Greetings, Your Majesty. Please forgive me. That official accused me of not kneeling. It is a misunderstanding.
Then explain why you didn't kneel. Your Majesty, father gave me this, knowing I wasn't at his side.
I grew up away from him. I heard that, with this jade pendant.
You don't have to kneel before anyone. I didn't know if it was true, so I tried it. You are right. With that jade pendant, you don't need to bow or anything. It really works like that.
Your Majesty, Hai Qing is taking matters into his own hands. Tang relies on military service.
Flouts the law and spoils his daughter!
She had my daughter kidnapped for 3 days and tortured. This is a direct insult to my position as Prime Minister. So, Tang, what do you have to say for yourself? Your Majesty, I am the one who took Xie Tingyao. But I didn't hurt Miss Xi.
Besides, I only took Miss Xie to ask her some questions.
Ugly girl, stop trying to worm your way out of it. Xi, watch your tongue. The Emperor spoke, and Shi Zuo had to swallow his anger.
So, tell me, why did you kidnap Miss Xi?
And what did you want to know?
To explain, I need to start with my return to Huaizhou.
Having grown up in a Taoist temple,
Tang Zhaozhao suspected foul play in her sister's death. She accused Xu Huiren of being her sister's killer. He is from the Song Night Luminescent Pearl clan. But Lord Xu was innocent. So he detained his relatives. We didn't know what we'd find, until we discovered Lord Shu's niece was involved. Shu Luan claimed Xi Tingyao ordered her to do everything. She kidnapped Xi Tingyao to find the truth. Your Majesty, you allowed my father to investigate my sister's death. But my father is sick. I believe we must find the killer as soon as possible. That is why I took Xi Tingyao to get some answers. Did you learn anything? Misa Shi claimed she knew nothing. So, I let her go.
But I did learn something from her maid.
Oh, what is that? Just speak freely. Don't be afraid.
I'll protect you, the maid said. She heard it from a young eunuch serving the third prince. It was the third prince's eunuch. How dare that insolent maid slander a prince? Where is she?
Your Majesty is right. I was angry to hear it too.
So, I killed her in a rage.
But after calming down, I figured there's no smoke without fire. So I sent the maid's head to the third prince. Knowing the third prince is innocent, he'll surely confront me. If someone's trying to frame her, His Highness will surely give me some answers. The Kangjian Emperor's first reaction was, Tang Wu's daughter is a real firecracker. What kind of girl does something like that? Shi Zuo, sidelined and forgotten, felt the conversation was getting out of hand. He quickly interjected. Your Majesty, regardless, she tortured my daughter. She cannot go unpunished. My lord, you are accusing me.
Since you insist I tortured your daughter, why not bring her to the palace too?
I am ready for a confrontation, or an examination. Whatever you want. But if nothing's found, have you considered the repercussions of a false accusation? I am the general's legitimate daughter, appointed by the emperor himself, but also, the Zan commandery princess. Shi Zuo was speechless. His daughter claimed that forbidden items from the palace were used, leaving no visible wounds. So how can we examine the body? Even if he says so, he has no proof. Ahem, Commandery Princess Zhan's words are reasonable. Sending the head to the third prince's residence was highly inappropriate.
You can't just kidnap people for questioning. Chancellor Xia is losing his mind because his daughter disappeared. He is furious. This is all your fault. You are right, Your Majesty. Next time I encounter anyone suspicious, I'll go straight to their door and ask questions. No more kidnapping.
About the third prince, I'll handle things with him.
Remember, you can investigate your sister's death, but no more kidnappings. Understand? Chancellor Shi Zuo didn't know how he'd left the imperial study. His Majesty clearly favors Tang Wu.
He knew it, too. No investigation, no repercussions, making a fool of the powerful prime minister. Just as he was seething, Crown Prince Murongbo heard Tang Zhaozhao was at the palace, so he rushed over. Your Highness, Tang Zhaozhao is a court lady.
The Crown Prince previously visited her at the general's residence.
But he couldn't be seen visiting too often. So as soon as he heard she was in the palace, he came running. Ah, Prime Minister Xi. Ah, I heard the second Miss Tang acted without thinking.
She kidnapped your daughter and was perhaps a little overzealous. Still, I believe Miss Tang is simply trying to find justice for her sister, which is understandable. Prime Minister Xi, why be so petty? Besides, Miss Xie returned home safe, didn't she? You are right, Your Highness. His Majesty said the same.
Father agreed.
Then I'll leave you, Prime Minister. Mirongbio arrived too late.
When he got to the imperial study, Tang Zhaozhao and Tang Wu were already gone.
This Miss Tang is quite interesting. If you can use her to keep your brothers down,
It wouldn't be so bad. But remember, you are still brothers. Don't push it too far. Understand. Crown Prince Murongbo was disappointed. He missed Tang Zhaozhao. But his father's words brought him great joy.
back at the general's mansion, a servant invited her to see grandmother Tang. Tang Wu heard Song Rongzhe was there and wanted to join her. But Tang Zhaoshao smiled. Father, you wouldn't want to hear about what goes on back there. I can handle it. Be nice to her. She's still your grandmother. Don't worry. Grandmother looked healthy and full of life.
She'll live to be 80? Easy. It is nothing like that.
Tang Wu sighed and walked off. Tang Zhaozhao arrived at the Shuan courtyard with a maid. The old Madame Tang's yelling could be heard from inside. You ungrateful wretch! You, the eldest daughter, are a curse on the Tang family?
Yet you can't produce a son. These ransom rules will teach you a lesson. How dare you hide? Come! Hold her down! Beat her! A group of attendants have surrounded Song Rongji. Are you really going to hit me, grandmother? Sister-in-law, please don't make mother angry.
Mother's doing this for the Tang family.
That daughter of yours is completely outrageous.
Best to send her away soon. As long as I am here, no one is sending Zhao Zhao away.
If you insist on this, then I'll take Zhao Zhao back to my parents. At least my father is still a duke. With him there, he will protect my daughter. Are you using your family to threaten me? Either way, Tang Wu is still my son. I will make him divorce you.
You think he won't? Grandmother, try me. What are you waiting for? Hold that vile creature down. The servants swarmed forward.
No one touches my mother. Insolent child. Who asked you?
Seize her now.
Bee!
Personally, you are infuriating.
Grandmother? What is my mother accused of? That you'd use such brutal methods.
Zhao Zhao, don't cause trouble.
Grandmother is just enforcing family rules. This isn't some kind of illegal punishment. Rules or punishment? There has to be a reason for this. I can report you to the authorities. Grandmother's scolding her because of your bad manners. You've offended the Prime Minister and embarrassed the Tang family. Tang Zhaozhao stared, a faint smile on her lips. At the chattering Tang Yongtao. I didn't say anything wrong. What are you looking at? Looks like I didn't teach you enough the other day. Otherwise, why would you dare act so recklessly in front of me? Tang Zhaozhao, if you hit me again, you won't get away with it. Hamesh, I'd like to see you try to stop me. Mother, do something about her. She dares to hit Yuan Tao right in front of you. Yuan Tao has caught the Crown Prince's eye.
What if she damages it? What will become of us? You little paz, try laying a hand on her in front of me.
Grandmother, remember,
I do hold the title of princess.
Reprimanding a cousin with a loose tongue.
Nobody would dare say a thing. Even if they did, I wouldn't care. After all, it is nothing compared to when I abducted the Prime Minister's daughter. If you take the law into your own hands, and word gets out you are beating my mother, what will people say? What will my grandfather's manor think? Tang Zhaozhao, you can't hit me. If you actually hit me, you'll regret it. The Crown Prince won't let you get away with this. Zhao Zhao! Doing this will ruin your reputation in the capital. Whatever. I don't care anyway. If I can't get to the elders,
I'll settle for the young ones, just to appease Mom.
When they returned to the courtyard, Tang Wu was already in the courtyard, drinking tea. He saw them return and said nothing. Mom, Dad's worried I couldn't get you out of there safely. That is why he is waiting here. My screams were so loud, they could be heard all the way here. I am worried about them.
I wasn't worried about you two. Father's siding with grandmother. Her temper's gotten worse since I've been gone. Mother, I knew grandmother was like war.
But just now, when I went to see her, grandmother ordered the servants to seize mother and wanted to punish her. Hearing this, I am going to hit you. If I'd been any later, mother would have been carried out.
Tang Wu shot to his feet and stormed out.
Mother, with father gone, I can't always be here to protect you. And neither can he. Grandmother's always stirring up trouble. Doesn't that annoy you? What can I do? She's your grandmother.
Living like this. You'd be better off back in Huaicheng. You and father are here.
So, of course, I have to be, Mother. When all this is over,
we'll go back to Huaicheng. I can even take you to Yungwu Mountain for a little getaway.
Let me tell you, there is no nosy family drama up on Yungwu Mountain. Animals all around, birdsong to wake you, crickets sing you to sleep. No need to plant flowers. Every spring, the whole mountainside bursts into bloom. Alright, then I'll get father to resign, and the three of us can live secluded up on Yungwu Mountain? What do you say? HMH, you keep giving me the eye like that.
I'll eat you alive. Even if you are the second miss of the Tang family.
You can't just go around hurting His Highness like that.
Tang Zhao Zhao, ignore the servant's nagging. I am here to take Xiao Liuzi.
His Majesty forbade me from taking people by force. That is why I didn't just take him. But your guards didn't just stop me. They attacked me with weapons! Third Highness, hand him over, and I'll leave right now. You hurt me like this. And you still want me to hand someone over? If the third prince wasn't staring at me like that?
You wouldn't be hurt right now. How dare you?
Tang Zhao Zhao had enough of this whiny servant. He raised his hand, and a silver needle shot out. Because he works for the third prince, I'll let him off the hook today. Third prince, where is Xiao Liuzi? Third, Prince Morongxai finally understood. When he entered the palace, why did father seem so reluctant to mention Tang Zhao? Xiao Liuzi's dead. Tang Zhao didn't like that answer. He narrowed his eyes, ready to fight. I received news from the palace yesterday. Xiao Liuzi was arrested beforehand. He was already dead in his room.
I am not that stupid. That little lackey would only prove his guilt. H.M. Fish, how do I know you are not crying wolf? Third prince, you are just a general's daughter.
How dare you pressure me like this? You think I am an easy target?
Tang Zhao Zhao scoffed. As for my sister's case, His Majesty himself ordered it.
Your Highness's lack of cooperation only makes you look guilty. I am stating facts. You wouldn't dare lay a hand on me. Don't think I won't if I have to. I will.
Tell you what, I'll help you investigate. I've been framed, too, and I want justice.
How about we work together?
Besides, there are places you can't go, but I can. Tang Zhao Zhao remained silent. Morongxai pressed on. I know your sister died from cattle hair needles. And what is more?
Only palace artisans could have made them.
You can't very well investigate the palace, can you? You better be innocent, or you'll end up like him, walking through the capital streets. Vendors hawked their wares.
Hey, how much for the fermented bean curd? Niece, let me smell it for you first. Want some? Okay, 2, please. Yo-yo, who is that? You know her? Know her? Of course, we know her. That is General Tang's youngest. Tang Zhao Zhao. Is she the one who humiliated you? The second Miss Tang who tortured you? Tang Zhao Xiao scoffed and walked right past them. But Li Shuiying stepped in front of her. Miss, you misunderstood Tin Yao before. Now that we've met, shouldn't you apologize? What was that? Ha, just as I suspected, a country bumpkin. Her manners are atrocious. I am saying, you misunderstood what happened with the kiln last time. And you kidnapped her for 3 days. Shouldn't you be apologizing? She, Tin Zhao. Is this your pet maid? Say it to my face if you have something to say. Send in your maid to speak for you. Do you have a speech problem? What rubbish are you talking about? Her father is a high-ranking minister. How could she possibly be Shi Tingyao's maid? Besides, does she look like a common servant? Zhao Zhao, what did Anshin say that was wrong? You kidnapped me, so you were wrong to begin with. You should apologize. Really? But your father already complained to the emperor. Even the emperor can't blame me. Are you saying Miss Shi is more powerful than the emperor? You, Tin Yao, don't argue with this country bumpkin. She'll get her reckoning someday for her behavior. Besides, do you know who we are? We're too good to speak to someone like her. Shuiying's right. Didn't we come here to pick out fabrics? We're here. Let's go inside. Suddenly, a stone struck Li Shuiying's leg with a scream. Li Shuiying dropped to the ground. She clutched her leg, screaming in pain. Zhao Zhao instinctively glanced the other way. The pebble had been flicked from a carriage nearby. Seeing a Nan outside, Zhao Zhao knew exactly who was inside. They're sticking up for him! If you are going to interfere, at least show yourself, or I'll be the one to take the fall. Zhao Zhao, just because your father's General Tang doesn't give you the right to act like this, aren't you afraid everyone will denounce him? We'll see how long that lasts. Zhao Zhao takes a deep breath. They were the ones who started with insults. They're still trying to frame him. If I don't prove them right, then I'd be a fool. So, you think I am hitting people? Today, I'll show you just how arrogant I can be. Zhao Zhao rolled up her sleeves and smacked Xi Tingyao. Calling me a wild girl, huh? Saying I am not good enough, huh? Think I'll get what is coming to me, huh? Then I'll settle things with you two. Right now, Xu Luwen was dumbstruck. That second Miss Tang's got some nerve. Chancellor Xi went to the palace again. With Minister of Public Works, Li Mingliao. They just finished putting on a weepy show for Emperor Kangjian. The news was delivered. Prince Lin is here. Emperor Kangjian's feelings towards him were complicated. He'd secretly let them move against him back then. But he never meant to kill him. It is strange that someone so reclusive would seek him out. This piques Kangjian's curiosity. Greetings, Prince Lin. Greetings, Prince Lin. Yesterday, I was on the street, playing with pebbles, when one slipped from my fingers.
A lady told me I'd hit someone, so I went to see what happened. Found the generals and prime minister's daughters, and a minister's daughter having a brawl, all because of the pebble. But you know how girls are. It is best not to get involved. The prime minister and minister of rights will demand an explanation from the emperor. That is why I am here to set the record straight. Prince Lin's words made. Prime Minister Xi and Minister Lai turn green. If Prince Lin did throw that pebble.
Wouldn't that make them the troublemakers? Their daughters did speak out of turn first. Even if Tang Zhaozhao was raised in the country, she is still General Tang's daughter, born of the general's house, and holds the title of princess. How dare they humiliate her like this? Sure enough, Emperor Kangjian heard Prince Lin. Then, he rebuked them. You are both old men, constantly running here to complain about a child.
Have you no shame? Go, get back home and confine your daughters for 2 weeks to reflect. Could Prime Minister Xia and Minister Li refuse? Of course not. The two men slunk away. Puzzled.
Why would Prince Lin go to such lengths? To defend the Tang family? Emperor Kangjian wondered the same. I heard the Empress Dowager is ill. I'll go visit her. Emperor Kangjian nodded. After Anan wheeled Prince Lin away,
She couldn't help but say, Your Highness.
You were too impulsive today. The shape I am in.
What else does he have to fear? The next day, before Tang Zhaozhao could even wake up.
She was summoned to Shuan Courtyard again. The old Madame Tang doesn't want her to have a moment's peace.
Granny Chin's held a grudge ever since Tang Zhao tripped me. Jian Shui said Tang Zhaozhao refused to go to the old madam. She immediately raised her voice. Second miss, no offense. The Kan Kingdom has always valued filial piety. How dare you be so disrespectful to your elders? If this gets out, it will bring shame on the general. Besides, you are 16 and of marriageable age. Acting like this, who would dare ask for your hand? Get out! Do I have to drag you out? You old hag. Do you want another beating? Granny Chin is only brave because she works for the old madam. If Zhao Zhao strikes her for that, the old madam will answer for it. Second miss, the old madam wants you to study etiquette. It is for your own good. Learn some manners, and you might find a good match. Besides, even if you don't care about yourself, think of the other ladies in the house. If you keep this up, Granny Chin, it is not even dawn. The young lady didn't sleep well last night. Perhaps you could come back later? Hearing Granny Chin shouting, Jiang Shui hurried over to stop her. The young mistress just got back. The old madam's always been in charge here. If the other servants hear that, they definitely wouldn't take her seriously. Well, who do you think you are? The old madam sent me to fetch the second miss for etiquette lessons. Let's see who dares to stop me. Oh tiens. Looks like you've got a death wish. Granny Chin tried to dodge, but she couldn't avoid Tang Zhaozhao's sudden attack. Ouch! Ouch! Jie Shui, throw her out. If she comes back, beat her with a stick. I sent you to get that little wretch. How did you get yourself into this mess? Madam, you must avenge me.
The second miss must have done this. I went to ask the second miss to come here.
I even said you asked for her. But not only did she refuse, she threw her shoe at me. Madam, Zhao Zhao's behavior is outrageous. Isn't she disrespecting you by acting like this? Humph, this is going too far. Since she refuses to come, then this old woman will go myself.
I'll see if she dares defy her own mother. Tang Yongtao's eyes gleamed with delight. How far can Tang Zhaozhao's arrogance really take her? Filial piety will be her downfall, right?
Miss, the old madam is here. Just look at you. I told you to pay your respects.
Vicious, for one so young. I sent Chin Mama for you. You've disfigured her face beyond recognition? You think your Miga skills? Me, I am powerless against you. Take this wench down! A maid. Who dares lay a hand on one of mine? Get her out of here! Break her hands. Mother, she is my maid. Isn't it inappropriate to do this without asking me?
Else! You are not in charge here yet. Get her out! Let's see who dares lay a hand on anyone in my house. You little bastard.
Are you even listening to me?
Today, I'll teach you unfilial wretch a lesson.
Kill that way! You dare to hide!
I won't dodge. I'll block it. Do you think I am a fool like Tang Yuntao? Just then, a maid announced. Old madam, the crown prince is here to see the second miss. The crown prince's arrival forced the old madam to leave with her entourage. Before leaving, she glared fiercely at Tang Zhaozhao. Since you are so disobedient, go kneel in the ancestral hall. Don't come out until you realize what you've done. Miss! The old madam wants you to kneel in the ancestral hall.
If you don't, she'll be back to make your life miserable.
Let whoever wants to go. Go. You want me to kneel in the ancestral hall? Dream on! I wonder if it is because the crown prince's visit has emboldened Tang Yuntao. Zhao Zhao, you are uncle's daughter, running off every other day. Aren't you afraid someone will see you bad-mouthing our uncle? Tang Yuntao, listen to me. I live by the motto, don't start now, won't be now. But if anyone keeps pushing me, Hampish, I'll make them regret it. Here is some advice. Don't mess with me. Got it? Tang Yuntao bit her lip, wanting to retort. But facing Tang Zhaozhao's sharp gaze, she found herself unable to argue. She could only watch her walk away without a backward glance. Just you wait, Tang Zhaozhao. Once I am the crown princess, let's see you act so high and mighty then. Tang Zhaozhao went straight to Song Rongzhi's courtyard. It was for her mother's checkup today. She'd just entered when she heard voices inside. The duke's family went back to their hometown for ancestor worship. They won't be back until spring.
When my father-in-law gets back, I'll take you to see them. Goodness, I've been gone for 7 years. Because my health has been so poor, I even missed grandmother's birthday.
Father will probably blame me. The old duke loves you dearly. When I wanted to marry you, I sure had to work for it. He knows you didn't mean to miss it.
So of course, he won't blame you. As Song Rongzhi forced a smile, Tang Zhaozhao walked in.
She immediately got up to greet him. Mother heard. The old madam stormed into your courtyard with her people. This morning.
Are you okay? When I got there, the crown prince arrived, so I had to entertain him. I couldn't get to you. Don't worry, Mother. Next time, you don't have to come. I can handle it.
Your only weapons are your fists and your medicine. Old madam's chin is in no shape to see anyone.
She deserved it. Next time she dares to come at me, I'll leave her bedridden.
And see if she dares go anywhere near me. Sigh. Never mind. Just use your best judgment. Mother, let me check your pulse. Miss, I've been thinking about it.
If anything was off about her 3 years ago, it was this.
What? Tell me about it. 3 years ago, besides her grandfather's birthday, she went to a palace banquet. The empress hosted that banquet for the noblewoman. And it was also for the maids. The eldest miss received an invitation too. I've been thinking about it. If something was wrong, it had to be then. It was at that banquet. Jie Xue was supposed to be with Nanny Tang the whole time. But Jie Xue had to excuse herself. And when she came back, Nanny Tang was gone. Jie Xue searched everywhere, but couldn't find her. Just as she was about to tell the second madam about it, then I saw the eldest daughter return. But what Jie Xue found odd was that the eldest daughter had suddenly changed. When asked, she just said she'd spilled wine on herself and had to change. From that day on, she was always withdrawn and avoided social gatherings. Soon after, she returned to Huai City alone, before she left Huai City. Did she tell you anything? Well, she didn't say much. She just told me to remain in the capital from then on. If you don't want to stay here, find a husband. She gave me my freedom and some money. The eldest miss wanted me to be happy. Are you saying at the banquet? A noble lady took my sister. Were those their names? Shi Tingjiao from the prime ministers and Li Shuang from the vice ministers. It was them. There is no such thing as that many coincidences. I understand. Since my sister gave you your freedom papers, I won't take them back. If you want to go, go. Staying here isn't good for you. Miss, if I wanted to leave, I would have gone already. I just wanted to stay here with my memories. Taking it one day at a time.
But now I know Miss was murdered. I won't leave until the killer is brought to justice. Miss, if you don't trust me, here are my freedom papers. Never mind. Keep them. If I want someone dead, a worthless piece of paper won't stop me.
Tang Zhao Zhao, you pay for this. Did you deliver my message to my aunt? Consort Jing has agreed to host a snow banquet soon.
All the capital's noble ladies will be invited.
Miss, you should focus on healing your face first.
Consort Jing has convinced His Majesty to lift your house arrest. What is to be afraid of? Didn't the doctor say, my face will heal in 3 days, won't it?
Just you wait, Tang Zhao Zhao, at the snow banquet. I'll make you the laughingstock of the whole city, unbeknownst to Tang Zhao Zhao. Before he could even find Shi Tingyao, Shi Tingyao was already eager to strike first. The next day, an invitation arrived from Consort Jing, inviting the capital's elite noble ladies to a snow viewing party at the palace. Tang Zhao Zhao initially had no interest, but he had no choice, since Consort Jing was hosting. Consort Jing is Shi Tingyao's aunt. Shi Tingyao is sure to be there. With that, Tang Chao Chao accepted the snow viewing banquet in 5 days. You are so reckless, you are better off going home now. Better than offending a noble in the palace. Shu Lewen wanted to defend herself.
Just then, Miss Shu looked up, meeting Tang Chao Chao's amused gaze.
She nearly screamed. She cursed her bad luck under her breath. Why her of all people? Is Miss Shu afraid of me? Shu Lewen thought. How could she not be? Tang Chao Chao looked at her. Who was scared out of her wits? Suddenly bored, he turned and headed for the palace gates. Shu Lewen watched him disappear and finally sighed in relief. Just then, a noble lady walked up to her, puzzled. Mrs. Shu, who was that? Why is she dressed like a nun? That is the Tang General's second daughter. Touch! Just as I heard.
A country bumpkin from the mountains.
Ha! She actually wore a Taoist robe to a palace banquet!
Tang Zhao Zhao walked alone down the palace path. Towering red walls lined the path. Someone approached her.
Those around her bowed deeply as the figure approached. Greetings, Your Highness, the third prince. Greetings, Your Highness, the third prince. Tang Zhao Zhao alone did not bow.
Miss Tang is certainly bold, daring to come to my mother. Consort Jing's snow banquet.
In awe of Shi Tingyao.
The third prince smiled, but didn't answer. I hit you, and even Consort Jing didn't get angry.
You host a banquet to target me because of a niece. How odd. You flatter me, Miss Tang, but I am not one to tattle. So you are saying, next time I hit you, you won't tattle either.
You admit it.
Their pleasant chat drew stares from the nearby nobles. Whispers erupted. Who is that Taoist nun? How can she chat so happily with the third prince? Who knows? A nun being so obsequious, the world's going to hell.
At these words,
Murong Sai whirled around to face the speaker. What nonsense are you spouting?
This is the second miss of the Tang General's family. How dare you slander her like that?
Seeing the third prince's anger, the young master immediately knelt and apologized.
It was my mistake. I misunderstood you. Miss Tang, please forgive me.
Third prince, you went to a lot of trouble for this banquet. I can't believe anyone would dare.
Be so rude to me in front of the prince. I am doing this because I admire you, Miss Tang. I don't want you to have any trouble.
Third prince, you can't just say anything you want. You need to think before you speak. You just haven't seen my true feelings yet. If you could.
You wouldn't be saying that. With all those machines you use, Your Highness.
I doubt your body can take much more.
I know a little about the occult. Your Highness is asking for trouble with such reckless words. Murong Sai straightened his posture. This girl actually hits people. He doesn't want to get hit by her again. Especially in front of everyone. Miss Tang, you are funny. I have other matters to attend to. Good day. But, if anyone bothers you today...
You can ask me for help. Tang Zhao Zhao didn't even glance at him. Before turning to leave, Murong Si smirked.
This one's more interesting than her sister. It wouldn't be bad if she became the third prince's consort. Tang Zhao Zhao followed the palace servants to a grand hall. Many people were already seated. Tang Zhao Zhao's arrival didn't initially cause a stir. But then she sensed someone approaching from behind. Subconsciously, she grabbed the wrist that tried to shove her. She shoved her right into the hall. Why did you push me, sister? Miss, you were behind me. Then how could I have pushed you?
The main hall entrance is guarded by maids and eunuchs.
So, How did Liu Ruyan fall? Plenty of people saw exactly what happened. But Liu Rulan knows Consort Jing favors her. She isn't worried about those servants offending her. I must have offended someone. It seems second Miss Tang is not pleased with me. What happened?
I am fine. Sister Shi, maybe I somehow offended Miss Tang?
That is why she is treating me this way. Ting Yao sneered at Cao Cao.
Yeah, everyone in the capital knows. General Tang's second daughter
is investigating her sister's death.
And will do anything to solve it. She only pushed you. She is going easy on you. Ting Ting's right. It is all Rulan's fault for upsetting her. Isn't she a little too bossy?
If you ask me, she is just a wild country girl. No manners at all.
Why doesn't General Tang hire a governess?
To teach her some manners before she embarrasses him further. She is such an embarrassment to the general. Miss Shi, I see you've conveniently forgotten what happened. Your face healed up quickly, though.
Miss Li, wouldn't you say Tang Zhao Zhao? What do you think this is? This isn't your backwoods.
My aunt is hosting today's snow banquet. Don't get ahead of yourself. What? What? You think a bunch of riffraff can stop me? Second Miss Tang. All the elders here are respected officials.
Aren't you taking this too far?
Tang Zhaoshao saw the calculation in her eyes and kicked. Before anyone could react, she kicked Liu Rulan behind the knee.
Luckily, I still hold the title of Commandery Princess. It is bad enough you don't bow to me, but you are all here slandering me.
And you? How dare you slander me, the Commandery Princess?
Questioning my title. Are you unhappy with His Majesty's decision? What is going on here? A male voice spoke up behind Tang Zhao Zhao. Everyone turned. It was none other than Crown Prince Murongbo. Murongbo froze the moment. Tang Zhao Zhao turned around. Who are you? Murongbo wasn't a fool. Seeing Tang Zhao's face, he already suspected. He unconsciously glanced at Tang Yungtao. Could he have been mistaken? Your Highness, you are here. His suddenly gentle words gave Tang Zhao goosebumps. Call the Crown Prince brother, or something like that. But seeing the adoration in her eyes, Tang Zhao Zhao knew immediately. So many questions ran through my head. Logically, Shi Tingtingyao's cousin is the third prince? Murongxi. The Shi family shouldn't want Shi Tingtingyao to marry the Crown Prince. Shi Tingtingyao's behavior is so obvious. Something's fishy. You are the second daughter of General Tang, Princess Zhan. Even though Tang Zhao Zhao's face gave it away, the Crown Prince asked anyway.
Yes.
Wow. This place is really hopping. What happened to Liu Chaoji's face?
Why are you so upset? Tang Zhao Zhao didn't want to waste any more time on this. She has already dealt with them. The situation's been resolved.
She is down here, right? Your Highness. It was just a little misunderstanding. I haven't seen you in ages.
What have you been up to? Why don't you tell me all about it? I won't interrupt your chat. He was furious and didn't even spare Liu Rulan a glance. He stormed into the main hall.
Meanwhile, Zhao Zhao found a discreet place to sit.
But no sooner had she done so, Murongxi sat right beside her. Second, Miss Tang, as bold as I remember. Looks like the third prince is trying to make trouble for me. Murongxi's moved to sit beside her.
Immediately drew every eye in the hall.
Crown Prince Murongbo, having finally escaped Shi Tingtingyao, sat up front, but kept his eyes on Zhao Zhao. Seeing Murongxi and Tang Zhao Zhao so close, he is about to crush his wine glass.
Little sister, mind your manners.
Brother, you saw it as well. The Crown Prince is truly captivated.
By that hussy, Tang Zhao Zhao.
It is the Crown Prince's first time meeting Tang Zhao Zhao. She is the spitting image of Tang Mumu.
His Highness was once betrothed to Tang Mumu. It is only natural he'd look. A woman should be gentle and demure. Once His Highness sees Tang Zhao Zhao, how coarse and unsuitable she is, he'll realize how good you are. Yuntao seemed relieved. He thought his brother was right, with her arrogant attitude.
There is no way she'd catch the Crown Prince's eye. Zhao Zhao, how about becoming my wife? Is Third Highness drunk? Fine. Zhao Zhao doesn't believe me.
How did I even get to Fang City?
Don't call me that!
Otherwise, my prediction of disaster will come true. Second Miss Tang is truly heartless. Third Prince, you need to leave.
The banquet will begin shortly.
Does it matter where I sit?
Tang Zhao Zhao shot him a disdainful look. You are the first to look at me like that. Consort, Jing said. The sixth prince said.
The fourth princess said.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Think of this as a family dinner.
No need to stand on ceremony. Everyone bow their thanks to Consort Jing.
And then sat back down. Tingyao, why are you sitting so far? Come, sit here next to me. Aunt, I am fine sitting here. Jing Consort didn't speak, but looked at the crown prince. The smile on her face faded slightly. Your Highness, what brings you here today? That, sire, I had to practically beg him to come. You are joking, mother? I just doubt there is anything to see here. It is better to stay home with my concubines.
Listening to music and plays. You are a prince. For heaven's sake, why can't you be more like the crown prince and give father a break?
Ha, yes, mother. Mother, so many young ladies and gentlemen have come today.
Why not have them entertain us at this snow viewing party? Good idea. Palace banquets are an opportunity
for young nobles to show off their talents. The ladies hope to find good husbands.
And the gentlemen, of course, are looking for the same. Tang Zhaozhao was bored, but she was thinking about how to get Shi Tingdiao alone. And now, Xie Tingtingyao. She glided into the hall and began to dance. Zhao Zhao had to admit, Tingtingyao was a good dancer. If she wasn't flirting with Prince Murongba, she'd be even better. The performance was ending when a voice cut through. I hear General Tang's family found their second daughter. Is she here today? Zhao Zhao raised an eyebrow and stood.
Your Highness. That would be me.
They say General Tang's eldest was quite talented. The second daughter must be just as impressive.
You flatter me, Your Highness. I was raised in the mountains. I am a stranger to all the fine arts.
So you'll have to find someone else to perform. I've never seen a noble lady so openly admit she knows nothing. Tang Zhaozhao's honesty left the fourth princess speechless. Tang Zhaozhao, Her Highness asked you to perform. Why are you refusing? Don't think being a princess gives you the right to be so arrogant. Though Miss Xi's words are unfair. Singing and dancing aren't my forte, but I know a few tricks. I wonder if Miss Xi is even a match for me. I promised to take it easy on you. Look! Looks like Miss Xi is backing down. Zhao Zhao, you know, I don't know martial arts. You are just trying to make things hard for me. So, Miss Xi does know what it means to be difficult. Does anyone here not know that? I grew up in the wilderness. Where would I have learned the arts? Calligraphy and literary pursuits. Don't you dare lie! Alright, Miss Tang has a point. Tingyao, you are the one being aggressive. Since Miss Tang knows martial arts, how about a match with the young masters? None of the other ladies here know martial arts. After all, this way, Miss Tang can pass the talent portion. Of course, the rest of you are far too delicate. I was only joking. If someone actually got hurt, my father would be summoned to the palace and scolded by the emperor again. Shi Tingjiao gritted her teeth. Tang Zhaozhao is mocking her father for running to the emperor. Very well. But let me be clear, gentlemen. If anyone wants to come up, please don't hurt Miss Tang. Or he'll answer to me. Consort Qing, you should let them give it their all. I don't want an unfair win. Since Miss Tang is so confident, then have at it. Tang Zhaozhao slowly steps into the hall, waiting. For the first challenger, I can't explain right now why I haven't been there. Wait for Yue Datu to go first.
You'll find out. Consort Qing surveys the silent crowd. Does no one dare challenge the second Miss Tang? I'll give it a shot.
Please forgive me if I injure Princess Zhaoan. In that case, let's begin.
With all due respect, Princess. What a terrible act.
Tang Zhaozhao turns to the speaker.
She beckons him forward. You are up.
All right, I am going.
He is totally faking it! Jie, Princess Zhaoan's got some serious skills.
Good thing you stopped me. I would have been so embarrassed.
Even if you hadn't gone, we'd still be losing face.
Hu Jie is right. Because Tang Zhaozhao has beaten up nearly half of the noble sons already.
If word gets out, how will they ever show their faces again? Third Prince Murong, see smiles. Relieved, he's not the only one who got a beating. If word gets around, he won't look so bad. A generous daughter. Through and through, Miss Tang is quite a fighter. The Empress has passed. Now that the dance is done, and the wine is gone, let's all go enjoy the snow. This is what today's snow viewing party is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Greetings. Princess Zhaoan, Miss Liu asked me to bring you. She wants to properly apologize for earlier. She wishes to apologize again. Face to face. Zhao Zhao noticed the maid's shifty eyes. Let's go. The maid bowed and led the way. After winding through corridors, they stopped at a side hall. Your Highness. Miss Liu got her clothes wet. She is changing inside. Go right in. Very well. I'll take my leave. Tang Zhao Zhao glanced at the nearby rockery, then turned and entered the bedchamber. You've done well. Don't come back today. Meanwhile, Shi Tingyao had left the main hall. She sat alone in the corridor, lost in thought.
Tang Zhao Zhao's sudden appearance startled Shi Tingyao.
Shi Tingyao was afraid to be alone with Tang Zhao Zhao. What do you want? Don't be scared, Miss Shi. I am here. Just a few questions. If you cooperate, I won't have to get rough. But if you don't, you know what I am capable of? Nobody's around to hear you scream, are they? Yes, this is the Imperial Palace. Don't you dare do anything stupid! What is it you want? At the palace banquet 3 years ago! Who told you to find my sister and take her to see the flowers? Shi Tingyao didn't react for a while. 3 years ago, my sister came to the capital for a palace banquet, and you asked her to go see the flowers with you. It took Shi Tingyao a while to remember. Shuiying had said that Miss Tang didn't have any friends in the capital, and looked so pitiful. So she invited Tang Mumu to see the flowers with her. Shi Tingyao only remembered because, basically, Tang Mumu just up and vanished. She was annoyed. She left without saying a thing. Didn't she think she deserved better? That is why she can't stand Tang Mumu. Tang Zhao Zhao heard her out, then turned and left. Is Shi Tingyao telling the truth? She'll find out when she talks to Li Shuiying. Second, Miss Tang's little show is going to be wild. Are you going to report me, Your Highness? How could you think that? Zhao Zhao.
The fourth princess and consort Qing look so alike.
Your Highness, what do you think is the reason?
Even though they're not blood relatives, so why the resemblance? Is it just a coincidence? Miu Rongsai's eyes betrayed a flicker of surprise, but she quickly recovered her usual cocky attitude. What are you implying? Zhao Zhao, why would I care? Other people's secrets don't interest me. You must know what I intend to do. I just want to find my sister's real killer. What do I care about anything else? Miu Rongxi's playful expression turned serious as he looked at Tang Zhao Zhao. If you aren't the killer, then help me find who did it. In exchange, I can remove the GU worm from your body. Miu Rongsai lost his composure. How do you know about the worm? If Tang Zhao Zhao hadn't just come back to town, Miu Rongsai nearly concluded she was a spy sent by Consort Qing.
Tang Zhao Zhao ignored Miu Rongsai's question.
Instead, she tilted her head, meeting the other woman's gaze, waiting for a reaction. How do I know you are telling the truth? Tang Zhao Zhao remained silent.
She swiftly plunged the silver needle into Miu Rongsai's body, targeting a pressure point.
Instantly, Miu Rongsai's face contorted. Looks like the third prince had a purpose for keeping that. Recovering. Miu Rongsai regarded the woman with newfound respect. She used just one silver needle to extract the GU worm Consort Jing used to control her. Even if you discover who is behind it, you still can't kill her. Has second Miss Tang thought this through?
I can't, but you can. Second, Miss Tang, what a scheme. You want me to remove the GU worm?
And have me be your weapon.
Is that all you are offering? To be prince or not? I was just making a suggestion. How about Zhao Zhao becoming my consort?
If we become family, Zhao Zhao's problems become my problems. I will, of course, do everything I can.
Your Highness, please think it over. I am not in a rush. Zhao Zhao walked back into the crowd. She searched for Li Shuiying, but couldn't find her.
The next time she saw her, Li Shuiying hurried back with the same palace maid, both looking anxious, completely unaware of Zhao Zhao standing in the corner. Tang Zhao Zhao watched them enter the banquet hall. Consort Jing emerged, followed by a large group. Soon after, almost everyone seemed to be in on it, whispering to each other. No one noticed Tang Zhao Zhao following. If my cousin knew the crown prince was in there, she'd rip Miss Liu to shreds. One's the prince's cousin.
The other, His Highness's admirer. The third prince seems like an outsider.
Consort Jing was livid. Who is the degenerate in there, acting so disgracefully in the palace? I certainly won't let him get away with this.
Consort Jing, I was just passing by with a maid. We saw second Miss Tang go in.
I was worried something was wrong, so we went to check. But when we got to the door, we heard some truly awful sounds coming from inside. I was so scared, I came straight back to report it. My maid here also saw it. Miss Lee is right. I saw it with my own eyes. Good heavens. That second Miss Tang is utterly shameless. You can say that again. The nerve of that little hick. General Tang will be disgraced. If I had such a whore in my family, I'd beat her to death. Perhaps the young ladies and gentlemen should leave for now.
This is a matter for General Tang's family.
We should still show them some respect.
Aunt, about Tang Zhaozhao's behavior at your party. She has absolutely no shame.
Why should you even try to save her face? Just when things were getting difficult, a voice suddenly spoke near Shi Tingyao. Miss Shi, were you talking about me? You. What are you doing here? Miss Shi. Saying that, I heard you all bad-mouthing me. So of course I came to settle this. Tang Zhaozhao smiled and fixed her gaze on Li Shuang. Miss Lei, just flapping your gums like that. You dare falsely accuse this county princess? How impressive indeed. Consort Jing, as I was saying, I just thought she looked like Princess John. Tang Zhaozhao, you are the one. You dare strike someone in front of my mother. Who do you think you are? So, what the fourth princess is saying, that the one falsely accused of adultery and insults today, is you, your highness? Your highness wouldn't just not mind. You'd be happy about it. Tang Zhaozhao, how dare you speak to me that way? Do you have a death wish? The princess can't handle the truth, can she? Are you going to kill me to let off steam? Enough! Leonard, don't talk nonsense. Second, Miss Tang struck Miss Li in anger. It is understandable.
Second, Miss Tang. Although today was due to Miss Li's misunderstanding, you were wrong to disrespect the fourth princess. Tang Zhao remained silent, wanting to see how Consort Jing would handle things. If you are not punished for disrespecting the princess,
everyone will follow your example. What becomes of the imperial family's honor?
Second, Miss Tang. Are you implying I am wrong? Naturally, your ladyship is always right. But what will you do about Miss Li, who falsely accused me? And what about all these nobles who insulted me?
Claiming they too will suffer. They also slander others at banquets. They also insult others without a second thought. Then what does the imperial family's word even mean? A coldness crept into Consort Jing's expression. Her face darkened. You certainly have a way with words. Miss Tang, you are too kind. I was just speaking casually.
I've spoiled Liana rotten. Of course, I wouldn't punish you for something so trivial. Hearing Consort Jing say that, everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Being punished at the banquet means
they're in for it when they get home. If it is not the second Miss Tang in there, then who is it? Drag them out and let's see who it is.
They deserve to be punished. The outrage made concubine Jing hesitate to open the door.
Didn't Miss Shi just say
that anyone who commits such acts at Consort Jing's banquet
deserves no mercy? Why not send some attendants to check? Then we'll all know who it is. How dare they disrespect Consort Jing so blatantly? Despite her hesitation, the unified outrage, she steeled herself and ordered the servants to open the doors and check. The eunuch knelt before her, stammering. Shi Tingyao said, annoyed, worthless servant, speak. It is Miss Liu Rulan and the Crown Prince. She snorted. Shi Tingyao's head swam. Get that whore out here! Out! Shi Tingyao took her chance and stormed into the bedchamber. Soon, Tang Zhaozhao heard screaming and yelling from inside the imperial chamber. After that, it was easy going. Consort Jing dismissed all the nobles present. She had discovered the Crown Prince was inside. Even though everyone wanted to watch the drama unfold, no one dared to stay. As Tang Zhaozhao left the palace, she learned that Emperor Kang himself had been summoned. Looks like Consort Jing is in trouble with the Emperor. She headed toward the palace gate, in good spirits. Grandmother, Zhao Zhao confronted Consort Jing in public. Consort Jing will make our Tang family pay for this in the future.
You can't let her get away with this. Old Madame Tang, having heard everything, her forehead veins popped. That reckless girl.
The Tang family will be destroyed by her.
Grandmother, if she hadn't
insisted on investigating in the Heavenly Hall,
the Crown Prince's scandal wouldn't be common knowledge.
I imagine His Highness will take it out on me later. I can kiss the Crown Princess position goodbye. Is that little beast back? Reporting. Old Madam, the second miss arrived, but didn't go directly home. She is gone, completely wild. A woman behaving so brazenly is simply unseemly. Go get Song Shi, Tan Wu, with Song Shi, some daughter you've raised.
She'll be the death of the entire Tang family. Mother, what are you implying?
Not only did she defy Consort Jing,
The fourth princess at the palace.
She offended the crown prince as well. Isn't that going to destroy the Tang family?
Huh? The banquet's over. But one woman isn't heading home immediately. What is she up to? Huh? She knows about Yun Dao and the crown prince. It is because your precious daughter is dead. Eldest, tell us, what are we going to do? Mother, why don't you explain what really happened? Then I'll make a decision. What is that supposed to mean?
Do you think I am intentionally framing that little wretch? She not only disrespected the fourth princess, noble consort Jing wanted to punish her.
But she even dared to talk back to noble consort Jing. She also exposed the crown prince's scandal. What defense do you have? Madam, why don't you explain? Why Zhao Zhao disrespected the fourth princess? And why did she talk back to noble consort Jing?
Also, what scandal did the crown prince get into? And why did Zhao Zhao expose it to everyone? Not knowing the full story, the couple wouldn't take Madame Tang's word for it. The old madam bristled at Song Rongji's defiance.
She seized, but with Tang Wu present, she held her tongue and glared at Tang Yuntao. Yuntao, say something. Old madam. Zhao Zhao was the one who was humiliated. You don't defend her.
But blame her. Is that fair? Watch your tone. Huh. It is because you are such a lenient mother.
That is why she does whatever she wants. Mother, she is my daughter, Tang Wu's, whether she is right or wrong. Even if she messes up.
I'll always have her back. You are at an age where you should be enjoying your retirement. Furious. The old madam grabbed Wu Chun's chest. You ungrateful son. That mother and daughter have addled your brain.
Mother, about Zhao Zhao's situation.
You should stay out of it from now on. With that, Tang Wu left with Song Rongji.
Overcome with rage, the old Madam Tang fainted. Unaware the old madam had fainted. Tang Zhao Zhao.
She followed Li Shuiying all the way to the second prince's residence. Tang Zhao Zhao slipped over the wall. She saw a maid lead Li Shuiying to the entrance of a study. Your Highness, Shuiying, has someone been mistreating you? Do you want me to take care of them for you?
I just got hit by Tang Zhao Zhao.
Shuiying can handle it. That second, Miss Tang packs a punch.
Compared to her sister's weakness, she is quite a treat. Still thinking about the dead woman. Your Highness?
Shuiying, you killed the eldest Miss Tang behind my back. I can forgive you.
That is because you once took a knife from me. You saved my life.
But this time, if you ever ruin my plans again, you'll regret this. From the rooftop, Tang Zhao Zhao's eyes blazed with murderous intent. Li Shuiying, it is her.
Tang Zhao Zhao, are you crazy? His Majesty forbade you from insulting people like this. You are defying the Emperor's decree. Did you kill my sister? Tang Zhao Zhao! Without proof. That is slander. You are in league with Mirong Tian. You want me to spell it all out for you? Are you stalking me? How else would I have found out? Li, so frail and innocent looking, was the one who killed my sister. What if I did? She had it coming. She shouldn't have caught the second prince's eye. She tried to steal the second prince from me. She deserved to die. The palace banquet. 3 years ago, you suggested taking my sister to see the flowers. But she left on the way, saying... Was she meeting with Mirong Tian? What did he do to her? Zhao Zhao, since you suspect something, then why not ask the second prince yourself? After all, he is the second prince. Even if he did do something to your sister. What can you possibly do? Dare you kill her? Zhao Zhao narrowed her eyes, her hands clenched into fists. Zhao Zhao, since you arrived in the capital, haven't you been a bit too cocky? What is the matter? Scared now? Right. After killing a prince, your Tang family won't survive this. Even your mother's side won't escape the Emperor's wrath. But I could kill you. Was it Mirong Tian? Even if you don't tell me, I'll find out. My sister's pain. Now it is your turn to feel it, Miss Li. No. Tang Zhao Zhao, just do what you want. Get that thing away from me. Don't worry. Once you are dead, I'll hang your head at your precious second prince's gate. So you'll die knowing he sees it. To her surprise, even with 36 cattle hair needles piercing Li Shuiying, she still wouldn't say who she'd seen. A bloody head hung at the second prince's gate. Murongtian had barely learned it was Li Shuiying. When he had no time to react, the palace guard arrived. Emperor Kangjian urgently summoned her to the palace. Hours later, Tang Zhaozhao and her family were also summoned. Tang Zhaozhao watched Murongtian kneeling in Xianluan Hall. Her hands clenched white. They weren't alone in Shanluan Hall. Nearly all high-ranking officials were there, including Li Shuiying's father, Minister Li Ningyang. General Tang, I had no idea my daughter was involved. Punish me as you see fit. I'll accept any punishment.
The second prince is innocent. Don't let your anger fall on him. Tang Zhaozhao glared at Minister Li. So, they all knew?
It is all your fault, you unfilial wretch.
I'll kill you this instant. Your Majesty, please, unleash your fury.
Your Majesty, it is all the fault of my daughter. The second prince is innocent.
If she hadn't been so fickle.
Courting the Lai family's daughter, while also pursuing the Tang family's daughter, none of this would have happened.
Your Majesty, it is my failure as a father. I'll resign and return home with my family.
To try and appease General Tang's pain.
What a performance!
Tang Zhaozhao almost laughed, but her discontent was boiling over.
Although she had already avenged her sister, but much is still unclear. Who did her sister meet in the palace 3 years ago? This is her greatest doubt. The second prince, Murongtian, is the most likely. But why didn't Li Shuiying say anything, even when dying? Empress Duamu rushed in, weeping. Your Majesty, how can you blame Tian'er for this? It is just women fighting over a man out of jealousy. Besides, hasn't the second Miss Tang
already killed the murderer? Isn't that enough?
Zhao Zhao! Displaying the head wasn't meant to be a secret.
But Empress Duamu's words infuriated Song Longji. Your Majesty, a life for a life, that is the way it is. Zhao Zhao killed a deserving murderer. Why discuss honors? Madame Tang has a point. Tang Qingjia.
What do you suggest we do? Tang Wu looked around, realizing
that today was just a show Emperor Kangjian staged for him. But what choice does he have?
Just when he was about to yield. Though Murongtian didn't kill her, he lit the fuse. Letting him off would disgrace the crown. A cold voice echoed through the hall, and all heads turned.
Anand wheeled himself in. The creak of the wheels made everyone jump.
What is he doing here? The Emperor is right. So, how does the Emperor propose he be punished?
This imperial scandal must be punished severely. Or we'll become a laughingstock. I think Li Xiangshu failed to keep order.
Let him resign and go home. And Murongtian, confine him to his residence to think things over. Murongtian stared at his young uncle in disbelief. Isn't that like being banished?
Emperor Kangjian wasn't happy about Ling Wang's sudden arrival.
He wasn't happy about it. But the punishment he suggested, he could live with. Good that my second son's confined. This way, the crown prince can breathe easier. Prince Murongtian barely contained his anger. General Tang, your thoughts on Prince Ling's proposal? Tang Wu knew defying him now would put himself, his family, and his estate in danger.
I submit to His Majesty's judgment.
Tang Zhaozhao and Prince Ling exchanged a look, knowing this was Emperor Kangjian's final concession.
He is a cripple. There'll be plenty of chances to deal with him. Once everyone had left,
only Emperor Kangjian and Prince Murongtian remained. Father, I swear I have nothing to do with this. You can't abandon me! I should have known.
HMH, sparing your life is the only mercy you'll get. Remember, what I give you is yours and yours alone. What I don't, you don't get. Don't even think about it. Now, Murongtian understood. His father was using this chance to keep him down. He is afraid I'll challenge the crown prince.
Father's favoritism knows no bounds. Yesterday, the crown prince was caught in the palace, having an affair. He was caught red-handed. Father didn't blame him. He even blamed Consort Jing instead. And he is innocent. He just wanted to use Tang Mumu to gain influence with the Tang family's army. Before he could act, Tang Mumu was dead. And now I'm being dragged into it. Damn it, Li Shuiying! You did this to me! That slut! Tang Mumu too. I didn't kill her. Why should I be punished?
Zhao Zhao is a bitch too! Want revenge? Go after the LIS. They're all bitches. Zhao Zhao returned home with her parents. The three sat in silence.
No one spoke.
Finally, Tang Wu spoke. That is enough. It is not over. Zhao Zhao, even if the second prince is behind it.
His Majesty would never let us kill his son. This whole thing is too easy.
It is so easy. It feels wrong. Ha!
What is so strange? I'll tell you when I've figured it out.
Meanwhile, Zhao Zhao went straight to the second prince's.
But Anan stopped her nearby. Miss Tan, the prince requests your presence. I'll go after I've asked my questions. The prince says you won't find what you are looking for here.
Zhao Zhao narrowed her eyes and headed to Prince Ling's. Prince Ling was in his courtyard, drinking tea. Murong Tian skipped the palace banquet 3 years ago.
Skipping it gave him more time. Then, I was poisoned 3 years ago, the same time as the banquet.
On the very day I was poisoned.
And Murong Tian just happened to be at my place that day.
He saw me get poisoned. Murong Tian poisoned you, Your Highness? You disagree?
Which means he couldn't have seen my sister.
Impossible.
Why keep her imprisoned?
I told you. Whoever you want dead, I'll gladly hand you the knife.
Innocence is irrelevant. Are you this cruel? Just because I saved you, Your Highness? Prince Lian nodded, then shook his head and fell silent. Tang Zhao Zhao was completely baffled by him.
Since Murong Tian didn't have the opportunity, who, then, is Li Shuiying protecting? Emperor Kangjian has so few sons. Not Crown Prince Murong. Not Second Prince Murong. Tian, could it be the third prince? But how could a puppet controlled by those insects be free to do such things? The sixth prince is too young. It is even less likely. Fifth Prince Murong Qing is said to be only 19, just 16 3 years ago. Could he really be capable of something so monstrous? Zhao Zhao had just returned to the general's mansion when the old madam summoned her. She didn't want to go at first, but then she heard her mother was there, so she headed to Shuang'an courtyard. Entering the courtyard, she heard the old madam laughing. This was a first since Zhao Zhao had returned to the capital. Zhao Zhao noticed Yuntao's gloating look, but ignored it, and sat down next to her mother. Seeing her so rude, the old madam, her smile vanished. Ampha! How ill-mannered. Great aunt, this must be cousin's youngest. Zhao Zhao.
This is your cousin, Zhao Mengyue. Pay your respects. Tang Zhao Zhao didn't move.
Incurring the old madam's displeasure.
I am speaking to you.
Are you deaf? Grandmother? Have you forgotten I am a princess?
If anyone should be bowing, it is her to me.
Zhao's right.
I am the one who should be bowing. Cousin Zhao Zhao. I am a month older.
Call me older cousin, or Zhao Mengyue.
Though she seems respectful and modest, Tang Zhao inexplicably disliked her. Though she is not proficient in the old Taoist skills. She has learned some basic physiognomy, but Zhao Mengyue's face is extremely complex. As if shrouded in fog, she is very strange. Face reading reminds me of 5th Prince Murong Qing. He had the most unreadable face I'd ever seen. I call it unreadable, because his face revealed nothing. Like a man without wants or needs, 2 strange faces in one day have ruined my mood. If only the old Taoist were here, he'd know what to make of it. Mengyue will be staying here at the manor. She'll be staying with me, this old woman, for a while. I've called you here today because...
Just wanted to let you know. Word of the cousin's arrival quickly spread through the house. The servants are all watching for cues. Knowing the old madam favors her, they cater to her every need.
Then, Tang Zhao got an invitation. It was from Xi Tingyao. Tang Zhao was very surprised. Curiosity made Tang Zhao accept. When the old madam found out she was meeting the Prime Minister's daughter, she asked her to bring Zhao Mengyue. Zhao Mengyue is new to the capital, and should meet some of the capital's noblewomen. Since grandmother said so. Of course, I agree. Mengyue hasn't been to the capital, and doesn't know the noblewoman here. Remember to take good care of her.
Tang Yongtao wanted to go too. But the old madam didn't say anything about her joining. She was upset.
Since Zhao Mengyue arrived, grandmother doesn't favor her like she used to. Now Zhao Mengyue has all her attention. Who is that? Before Tang Zhao could answer, the group at the pavilion had already spotted them.
Allied by Crown Prince Murongbo, they stood.
They were heading their way. Tang Zhao whispered, "It is the Crown Prince?" When Zhao Mengyue heard it was the Crown Prince, she was taken aback. She never thought she'd meet the Crown Prince on her first outing. Wow, the Crown Prince is so handsome. Hearing that, Tang Zhao gave Zhao Mengyue a subtle look. Handsome? Is that all you've got?
I mean, the Crown Prince is dashing.
Really? Let's go. Shi Tinyao already looked unhappy, and seeing Tang Zhao made it worse, even though she'd invited her. But that wasn't what she wanted. At the snow banquet, Liu Rulan and the Crown Prince did something they shouldn't have. She was already furious enough to kill that woman. But Liu Rulan explained, haltingly, for a long time, claiming it was all Tang Zhao's fault. Otherwise, how else would she have ended up with the Crown Prince? How did this happen? Shi Tingyao wanted to find out the truth, which is why she organized this ice revelry. But she didn't expect her brother, the Crown Prince, to show up. Your Highness. Well, who do we have here? At least she knows better than some people.
I am Zhao Menyu, cousin to Princess Zhaoan. Zhao, I only invited you today. I didn't invite anyone else. Miss Shi, my cousin just arrived in the capital.
My grandmother worried she'd offend someone important. That is why she wanted me to introduce her. If it displeases Miss Shi, I'll take her away. Second, Miss Tang. That is not what Miss Shi meant. In my opinion, since she is your cousin.
She's practically family. Let her stay and have fun. The Crown Prince intervened. Zhao Mengyue shot him a grateful look. But Prince Murongbo didn't even glance her way.
Vixen, Tang Zhao. Even if you are a princess, why haven't you bowed to the prince and me? Isn't that a little disrespectful?
Consort Liu is there too. I thought after that scene at the palace banquet,
Consort Liu must be too ashamed to show her face again. You should be grateful the emperor dropped the matter. The Crown Prince was kind enough to accept you into his palace. Tang Zhao! How dare you! How dare you humiliate me like that? Are you showing contempt for the imperial family?
What do you mean? Consort Liu, when did I humiliate you? You saw the Crown Prince and me, and not only failed to bow,
but spoke rudely. Do you think I can't discipline you?
Or does the Tang family have no respect for the Crown Prince? Enough! Crown Prince Murongbo's face turned thunderous. He raised his hand and slapped Liu Rulan across the face.
Your Highness, Tang Zhao clearly set me up at the snow banquet. If you are not going to help me, fine.
Why are you helping her? And deliberately shaming me, your concubine? Crown Prince Murongbo immediately regretted hitting her, but remembering her earlier insolence reignited his anger. And who are you to speak ill of General Tang?
If you can't behave today, go back to the East Palace now. Grand Secretary Liu really has a piece of work in his daughter.
Consort Liu is leveling accusations against the general's family.
I'll definitely be having words with His Majesty about this. The formalities? Before His Majesty? I am speechless. His Majesty reprimanded you. Such imperial power you command. Tang Zhao, you are the arrogant one here, claiming you don't even need to bow before His Majesty. Who do you think you are?
Actually, I don't blame her for thinking so. Only the Empress Dowager is exempt from bowing to the Emperor.
Who does Tang Zhao think she is? Really? Consort Liu. Do you recognize this jade token? Liu Rulan had never seen it. She assumed Tang Zhao was putting on an act. It is just a worthless token. What is so special about it? Since becoming a side consort, Miss Liu's become so arrogant.
Even her tone has changed. A yellow jade thorn. Bamboo.
Yet the concubine calls it a worthless trinket. If your father, Grand Secretary Liu, knew about this, I doubt he could save her position. As if Liu Rulan would believe a word Zhao says. Even if it was a gift from the late emperor, how could General Tang entrust something so important to Zhao? Zhao, you think saying this will make everyone believe your lies?
How dare you speak so recklessly and try to take my father's position? Aren't you afraid the Emperor will hear about this disrespect? Shut your mouth. His Majesty is so protective of Tang Zhaozhao. Could it be he is sweet on her? She'd have been better off silent. That is like throwing a match on dynamite. Don't talk nonsense.
The second Miss Tang's treasure was indeed given to the Tang family by the late emperor.
Consort Liu, your words were disrespectful. Apologize to second Miss Tang. Zhao Mengxue watched from the sidelines, her eyes fixed on the jade tablet in Tang Zhao's hand.
If only she had a charm like that. Liu Rulan slowly approached Tang Zhaozhao. Crown Prince Murongbo just watched her coldly, waiting for her apology. Tang Zhaozhao raised her chin, staring coldly. To Liu Rulan. Tang Zhaozhao was clearly gloating. Then she spun around and knelt before the Crown Prince. Your Highness, what happened between us? It is all Tang Zhaozhao's fault. You must help me today.
This sudden twist. Tang Zhaozhao couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. Liu Rulan would rather eat her alive.
How could she ever apologize? Just then, they heard hooves approaching. 2 horses came galloping over. The young man leading the way was Tang Zhaozhao. His name was Murong Qing. Your Highness, you are ice skating too. Your Highness, weren't you complaining about the crowds? Is that why you came here to skate?
Because it is lively here. It gets boring, skating alone. Why are you still so playful? Fifth brother, you are getting older. Find something useful to do.
The Crown Prince is much kinder to this brother
than his other scheming ones. Crown Prince, elder brother, if you keep fooling around today,
then you are confined to the East Palace. I can't afford this embarrassment.
When he met Liu Rulan, Crown Prince Murongbo knew he'd been set up, but he didn't want to involve Tang Zhaozhao.
He still wants to marry her. After all, if this gets too messy, how can he even ask for her hand now? If you won't give me justice, Your Highness, I'll go straight to the Emperor.
Isn't this humiliating enough for you? Do you want to broadcast it to the world?
Facing the Crown Prince's fury, he remained defiant, demanding justice. Brother Prince, consort, Liu is so certain.
There could be something more to this. Maybe second Miss Tang really is behind this. You claim I framed you? And you insist it was me? Then, where is your proof? Tang Zhaozhao, you think I've got nothing? Bring Xiazhu here. Soon, a servant appeared with Xiazhu.
Tang Zhaozhao, 你以为我没有吗?
The maid who led her to the side hall at the banquet.
The Crown Prince looked furious. Liu Rulan is set on ruining everything. If I'd known she'd make such a big deal of this. I shouldn't have come! Your Majesty, what really happened at the snow banquet? That day, the youths enjoyed snow outside the hall. I was on my way to clean the main hall.
When I ran into Princess Zhaoan.
She said she was a little drunk and asked me to find her somewhere to rest, so I took her to that side hall. Tang Zhaozhao must have gotten there first and drugged her. Then she knocked me out. They threw me in the side hall.
Then lured the Crown Prince after me.
Tang Zhaozhao, you are so cruel! You wretch! Do you know the punishment for falsely accusing a princess? If you utter a single lie today,
I'll kill you where you stand. Your Highness, the Crown Prince, I beg you to see the truth.
I swear, every word is the truth, not a single lie. Please, Your Highness, spare me.
Tang Zhaozhao, you are so devious. You dare frame even the Crown Prince. I am telling my aunt. She'll make you pay. Consort Liu, you are relying solely on hearsay to convict me. Isn't that a bit of a joke? Liu Rulan thought Tang Zhaozhao was feeling guilty. Although she and her husband told Xiaozhu what to say, she is certain Tang Zhaozhao is behind this. Tang Zhaozhao, now that it has come to this, you still want to deny it? Why are you so worked up? Consort Liu.
You are claiming I drugged you and knocked you out, and that I lured the Crown Prince here.
Then tell me, how would I smuggle Aza into the palace? And where exactly did this happen? And who tricked the Crown Prince into coming? Humphy, you are Princess Zhaoan. A little deception is nothing for you. Seems you know quite a bit about palace affairs. Consort Liu.
But I haven't been in the capital long. The snow banquet was only my second time in the palace.
So, who exactly would I have had to bribe to get that into the palace? Just because you are clueless doesn't mean everyone else is. As Consort Leo was saying, who knows so much about what goes on here? That they just happened to tell me? Just tell me who it was. I'll bring them right to you, so you can question them yourself. Sound good? Sigh. After all this, you still can't prove you are innocent, can you? I have a witness!
Unless you can prove you weren't in the side hall. Tang Chao Chao suddenly looked at Shi Tingyao. Tingyao suddenly recalled something before it happened. She had seen Cao Cao.
She thought it was strange. How could someone she'd just seen be with someone else? She was too busy waiting for Cao Cao to screw up to notice. Me see. Before all this, didn't we have quite a chat in the corridor? Already forgotten? Yes, I've met you, but that doesn't clear you. Maybe you covered your tracks before coming to me. I heard someone trick the Crown Prince into going. Did the Crown Prince ever find who delivered that message? Someone threw that young eunuch down a dry well in the palace. She knows Tang Zhao Zhao couldn't be behind this. Because if she were...
Tang Zhao. Zhao would be terrifying.
She has only been back in the capital such a short time. To have that kind of reach, deciding who lives and dies in the palace. With only one witness left, I have no other choice. As everyone watched in disbelief, suddenly, Tang Zhao Zhao grabbed Xia Zhu by the throat and hoisted her into the air. Tang Zhao Zhao, are you trying to silence her? Zhao Mengyu was stunned.
Is her cousin always this brutal? Aren't noble ladies supposed to be graceful?
Demure and refined. Everyone else is so normal. But Tang Zhao Zhao was nothing like Zhao Mengyu expected. The palace maid was gasping for air. Liu Rulan cared more about her own glee than the maid's life. If Tang Zhao Zhao kills her, then Tang Zhao Zhao will be framed for murder. Suddenly, Tang Zhao Zhao seemed to remember something. She quickly let go of Xia Zhu's neck. She said, I am sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Tang Zhao Zhao, have you lost your mind? She is still the Crown Prince's concubine. Besides, His Highness said, the one who killed your sister has already been found. You can't keep doing this. I'd kill a concubine. Are you ready to tell me the truth? Xia Zhu turned pale. At the same time, Liu Rulan's eyes rolled back, and she seemed to stop breathing. Tang Zhao Zhao let go of her and dropped her to the ground. Shi Tingyao never thought Tang Zhao Zhao would kill someone in broad daylight. And she killed the Crown Prince's concubine. Crown Prince Morongbo doesn't look too pleased. Tang Zhao Zhao's ruthlessness makes him rethink. Can I really marry her, Your Highness? This little Taoist nun is formidable. Mao Qing didn't speak, just watched her. If her sister was so impressive, how bad could she be?
They just have different strengths.
It was Consort Liu who told me to say that. She promised me money to leave the palace early. Concubine Liu planned the aphrodisiac that day.
And she also arranged for the Crown Prince to be invited. Please, your ladyship, have mercy. I couldn't disobey her. Or concubine Liu would do to me what she did to little Li Zi. She'd throw me in a dry well. Tang Zhao Zhao raised an eyebrow, then stepped forward, right in front of everyone. She pulled the silver needle from Liu Rulan's body.
Miss C, did you hear everything the maid said? Concubine Liu drugged her and tricked the Crown Prince into coming. Her motive, anyone could see what was happening. Shi Tingyao knew exactly what Tang Zhao Zhao meant, so Liu Rulan's been playing me all along. She lied to me and my aunt. That little bitch! Liu Rulan was clueless. Shi Tingyao started hitting and kicking her. Soon, they were rolling around, fighting. Is father preparing to move the troops? Yes. For a while now, this illness hasn't improved.
And people will start to suspect something. Will His Majesty let you go back to Huai City? Probably not. Huai City can't cause any more trouble.
We won't be leaving the capital anytime soon.
With that assurance, Tang Zhao Zhao felt relieved. The Emperor is hosting a banquet for your father in a few days. The whole family will be there, in front of others. Remember not to embarrass your grandmother. Understand? So father wants to keep it all in the family? Your mother's been feeling much better lately.
Spend some time with her. Take her out for a walk. That way, the old madam won't get a chance to bother her.
I understand. I'll take mother out for a stroll tomorrow. Also, the Crown Prince might want to marry you.
It is your decision. Hearing this, Tang Zhao Zhao's expression hardened.
She left the study without a word. My sister died because she was engaged to him. They dared to come after me. They're begging for it.
Tang Zhaozhao confidently led Song Rongzhi out. Zhao Mengyue again. Cousin, aunt. I rushed right over. I didn't bring much.
Grandaunt asked me to join you and pick up a few things. The shopping trip is just an excuse. The general's mansion provides her with everything. After all, her real goal is to get close to them.
To prepare for her mother's visit. Song Rongzhi didn't give it much thought. Thinking he needed something, he agreed. Mom, this red is so festive. His Majesty is holding the palace banquet. Especially for father. When you wear this jewelry, you'll definitely be the belle of the ball. Oh dear, don't be silly. Mom's not getting any younger, you know. If only my Zhao Zhao would doll herself up.
Then she'd be a sight to behold. Oh, cousin, if aunt doesn't like it, why not give it to my sister? It is the first time my daughter's picked out. Jewelry for me, though. You can't just give it away like that.
He declared. Look at something else. I'll take the set. The emeralds are a better fit for you. The red coral would be prettier on your niece.
The words made Song Rongzhi frown, and a knowing smile played on Tang Zhao's lips. Aunt, since the palace banquet is hosted by His Majesty,
you should dress more grandly. You are joking, girl. This white jade and red coral set.
A lady of your age will only look younger wearing it. Everything's perfectly appropriate. Of course.
The shopkeeper's words stung Zhao Mengyue like a slap. Zhao Mengyue bit her lip. When I get back to the general's mansion.
I'll get my gratin to get me that jewelry. Song Rongzhi won't be able to say a word. He might even save the money his gratin gave him. Pleased with her plan. A hint of secret joy flickered in her eyes. Mother, since cousin likes it, why don't we just give her the jewelry? Song Rongzhi paused, puzzled, and looked at Tang Zhaozhao. Though he didn't know what his daughter was planning, but Song Rongzhi played along, saying, since Zhao Zhao wants it, then it is yours. Do you have anything else a little nicer?
There is another set, but it is a bit pricey. Let Mom have a look.
Sure.
The shopkeeper turned and went to get it himself.
He returned carrying a delicate wooden box. Okay. How much for this headdress? 6,000 taels? Wow. Zhao Mengyue's eyes widened at the sum.
She'd been shopping with her mother before.
And never spent more than 100 taels. But Tang Zhaozhao didn't even bat an eye. Just told them to wrap it up. It only strengthened her ambition. As they were leaving the jewelry shop, a shopkeeper suddenly blocked Zhao Mengyue's way. How dare you! Why are you stopping me? Miss, you need to settle your account before leaving.
Sis, have you forgotten something?
Just pay up. We still need to get to the cloth shop.
Humph, how much is it? That'll be 500 taels of silver. What?
Ha! 500 taels!
Zhao Mengyue wanted to die, and she blamed Tang Zhao.
If she hadn't suddenly given her this jewelry.
How else could she be in this mess?